Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling,
you know the
every
saying,
day I'm hustling,
stay
every
hungry,
day I'm hustling.
stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm gonna remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Dolly Beyonce Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean, man? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. A hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
What up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Micah K, what up?
What up, though? What up, though, everybody? You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Micah K.
How you been? How you been?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to get to it. Okay, I see myself
And it's
now. I feel better.
For sure.
And it's the not King Mario, but what do we call it?
Super Mario, man.
Super Mario, the dentist Mario.
El Dentista.
Yo, why do I always have this crazy light? Y'all see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like kind of like a reflection.
Bruh, my camera is garbage.
I was gonna ask TBV too. If the Queen come on consistently every week, I need an intro. How I get an intro? I want to get an intro.
Oh, she need that. She need that intro.
I need a cute intro. Somebody help me out. Help the Queen out so I can get an
What was
intro.
the
when
one that Doomy used when you would come on? It was like they gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
Oh, that was Masterpiece. That was Masterpiece. That was Nicki Minaj. But nah, Dollar DiBiase, man. That's all. He always does intros for hosts. You host him. You know, he's on Twitter and Instagram. He gets the job done.
Okay. Dollar, holla at me. I'm gonna try to connect with him though.
Yo, we got the Queen, Micah K, and the King. I mean, this is like royalty, man.
I said, hey, yo.
What up, man?
Damn, full house.
Yeah, man. Apparently, man. Yo, I missed a epic show, man. And you know, I think what was said needed to be said, man. I think you know, the air has been cleared. I think the air is thick. You know what I'm saying? Inhale, exhale. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Big weekend. I think we need to get into the other controversial topic, man. I really don't know the details. I just seen like a short clip of Nonito Donaire going in on someone. I can't tell you if it's Casimero or not because I'm not really familiar with the person, but it was like an IG Live or a FaceTime type of Skype situation, and he said that someone told his wife to perform fellatio. Is that true?
So, okay, so this is what transpired on Twitter. So what happened was Sean Gibbons, aka Woody, who is
the manager of Pacquiao.
He's the manager of Pacquiao, but he also is, what is he from MP Promotions? He's like a president,
CEO,
vice
right?
president?
CEO, maybe the CEO.
I think he is the CEO. You're right. I think he is. So the whole controversy was that Rachel Donaire had proof that Nonito was signed up for VADA 24/7, which, you know, he's been with VADA forever, so that's obvious. And she was saying that Casimero was not signed up for VADA. Sean had repeatedly said that no, he was signed up, and from what I understand, the miscommunication was that they were signed up for the WBC protocol testing and not signed up for VADA. And I think the excuse or what they said was that he didn't understand, like he didn't know that there was a difference, I guess, or it was something along those lines, right? And obviously Rachel was like, come on, y'all have been in the boxing game for how long? You don't know the difference between WBC testing and, VADA testing? So that was what started it. Then Victor Conte got involved because he's been a harsh critic of Memo, who used to work with Marquez. And basically what was said was Sean said, snack on my balls or snack on my nuts, something like that. But he said that to Victor Conte. It was at Victor Conte, and that's who he directed it at. Rachel was on the she was part of the mentions. So she was on there, and she took that directed towards her, which, I'm not saying it was or wasn't. I'm just saying that that's the way she took it. Sean, it was directed towards, Victor Conte in his mind. That's what set off Nonito Donaire. He later got on a call with Casimero's manager and went off on him and, accused him of, downgrading Filipinos and Filipino women with the way that they were allowing their team to act. And so Nonito threatened to get out of the fight, and then once the snack on my nuts thing kind of got traction, he followed through with it. And then they ended up signing up for VADA testing about an hour maybe after Nonito had already pulled out of the fight. And that was where everybody started jumping on Casimero. Is like, so you enrolled after the fight was canceled? Like, that's some shady shit. Also, Victor Conte was throwing shade at Manny Pacquiao because he had not signed up, and neither him or Earl are signed up yet for VADA testing. As far as I know, that was the last thing I read. And he had questioned his commitment based on the last couple fights and him not being part of these, enrollments and stuff. So it's just a lot of mudslinging, and it got to a really ugly place. And the worst part is now we've lost one of the best fights that Showtime had.
And Mario, I want to chime in for a second with this whole, the phraseology, and we got to be careful because I consider myself a linguist. Words are weapons, and I know, on the East Coast, man, you can't be inviting nobody to the Frank stand, as they say nowadays, or you say SMD, you can't do that. Like literally, I mean, these are words that and I'm 40 years old this year. This is something you say that to somebody. Even in the presence of a woman, you say it to another man in public, and it's got to go down. You can't invite nobody to your privates. You can't invite another man to your privates, man. Now, granted, we're adults, and these are professional fighters, and you're supposed to have thick skin and so on and so forth. But, I mean, as we've been hearing, I mean, everybody's human, and some people are a little bit more sensitive than others. Does it represent, his take on Filipino women? Absolutely not. But when you invite somebody to your privates, you usually got to stand on it somehow. So I hope Donaire doesn't take it too personal and lose focus. But you usually got to whoop you got to whoop somebody once they invite you to their privates. No, you don't invite nobody to the Frank stand. It's crazy.
You know what I disliked about this, and Micah, maybe you can speak to this. I hate that Twitter started attacking Rachel. So here's the thing, right? There's always been some sort of, fans, and mostly male fans, have always felt a certain way about fighters' wives that are managers, right? Y'all remember Shane Mosley's wife used to get a ton of shit. So unfair, so ugly. Tim Bradley's wife. I mean, people still blame her for like things that happened in Bradley's career that, it's always a thing with fighters and their wives that are managers with fans. It happens. And they went out and attacked her like, okay, so basically this is the way they put it, right? You don't care about VADA. You wanted your apology. You wanted your apology from the team, and then that would be what gets the fight back on. To me, if that's my wife, fuck that. I fully understand where he's coming from, and I'm coming from a place where that was one of my favorite fights of the year, if not my favorite fight. Looking forward to, and yet I fully understand that. Yet, boxing fans attacked her viciously on Twitter, accusing her of, and somebody put the whole meme, right? Micah had talked about the other day, is like, oh, if you don't want your wife manager all up in the video, like, they did that whole thing, and it was ugly, man. This whole thing has gotten really ugly.
So to be completely honest, when it comes to certain things, I definitely have to do more research on this specific topic. As far as being a woman, that is one thing I can say. That's why I'm so thankful, even with the Boxing Voice, to give me this opportunity, especially being a black woman. It is not easy voicing my opinion. I believe I've said this on the show before. Some men don't want to hear me talk. That's just point blank, period. They don't want to hear from me. They don't want to hear my opinion because they feel like, as a woman, certain things is just not my place. So I'm so thankful to have certain men who will consider my opinion or value the opinion. So definitely, like I said, I don't know all what went on with that situation. That's something that I have to look into further. So I'm very slow to speak on things that I don't know as much research about at this time. But I can say, being a woman, it is not easy, and a lot of blame is placed on the woman sometimes, even when she really did not have, you know what I'm saying, if it really was not her fault. So I'm going to definitely, look more into it. So I can't really, elaborate the way I would really like to at this moment in time about that.
Okay, no problem.
And Mike, I want to add to that. I guess, for me, when you take out, because I don't know about the specifics of the article, but that's why I just try to narrow it down to something very basic, just a little simple courtesy. And it's very just certain things like just for example, like certain people on the West Coast, it's a loaded question when you ask somebody where they from. That's not just where you from. It's like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? So when you say certain things, and granted, everybody's got to have thick skin, but I think now, so the flip side is, he was, it sounded like a joke, snack on my nuts. It sounds very juvenile.
Like he was trying to be witty, but it didn't come off right. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I think ultimately, if you want to, depends on how you are. If you just say, yeah, but if you was directing it towards my man, then you got to, wait till my wife walk off the stage. But I also want to talk a little bit about Victor Conte. For those that don't know, Victor Conte has a very, let's just say, I don't hold anybody's past against him, but he has a very checkered past. Victor Conte, for anybody that can remember, Barry Bonds, Hall of Fame, he should be by this point, Hall of Fame baseball player. He was embroiled in that whole steroid scandal. So to me, that's like the equivalent of, the guy that gets locked up for being a computer hacker. And he telling you, yeah, I could tell you all the phishing schemes. I'm close. I got my ear to the street. Victor Conte is very knowledgeable about the steroid game, about what do they call it? Performance enhancement game. Sure. He's very knowledgeable. So, I'm not saying you got to take what he says, but you do have to understand, he has a valid point. And I know in the past years, he's kind of crusaded as the guy who, because he knows about the underside, he's trying to expose that. But you do got to take what he says with a grain of salt, but I wouldn't totally ignore him either.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. 100%. I'm so glad that you, interjected that into the conversation, because that was something that, we definitely kind of brushed over. And you're absolutely right. But that's the other part of this. It's like, this fight was on the line, and I don't want to sound like this, selfish fight fan who just wanted his fight, because I love my wife, and you talk about her, and I don't want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? I don't want to do business with you. So I get that. But on the other side of this, you have two guys in Victor Conte and Sean Gibbons, and even Memo. Like, these are guys that have continued to go after each other, and it's like that whole rivalry, it spilt over unnecessarily into a fight that was bigger than all of them, and it's so unfortunate. And look, there's been very few people that believe that this fight still has a chance. I think that if I even say that, it's just me hoping. I don't think it happens, because look, let's go down the line. It was supposed to be Casimero and Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux pulls out, right, to give Donaire Casimero, Filipino. That's like the big fight right there. Then the Filipino Flash, Donaire, calls off the fight. And now Rigondeaux's out here wanting to fight Donaire. And it's like, as a fan of Casimero, you know what I mean? Like, only in boxing does that make sense, right? But it's like Casimero gets left out in the cold, and people are calling him a drug cheat, and people are saying, like, listen, he didn't disclose where he was with VADA. That's a mistake. He made a mistake. And does it define him at this point? Is he not worth the shot? I think that because what if Donaire's done, and because people think that Inoue fight is very reasonable, and because Bob has come out and said, well, if Donaire's not fighting that Casimero, and that the Inoue fight's out there, and we could, possibly make that happen, people are rooting for that, right? But it's like Casimero gets left out in the dust for a possible miscommunication. And yes, his team acted out and things were inappropriate and unprofessional. Sure, I get that, but ultimately a fight is a fight is a fight, and this is a good fight. And Casimero is a guy who I think we need to find out whether he can hang with the big boys, because he's an offensive juggernaut, but he's not the best boxer. You know what I mean? And so, like, how far does he go? I don't know, but I don't know what of all those matchups, what do y'all like the most? Like, is it Donaire, Rigondeaux? Y'all want to see that again? Rigondeaux, Inoue, or Casimero? Like, what do you think draws the most?
For me, I'm not for sure on this one. I'm being honest.
Well, that's all good.
I like the way they had it. You know what I'm saying? If the Filipino guys lined up, and then you get Inoue in the mix, and somehow Rigo, if he wants to, that's the way it was supposed to go. But maybe that was too perfect. Maybe that was a little bit too perfect. But boxing, and honestly, I'm with you, man. This ain't a reason to sabotage an entire fight. This is a reason, if anything, to say, you know what? When I see you in that ring, you know what I'm saying? I may do something to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
But not to sabotage the fight, and then you try to predicate it on the whole honor thing.
Sure.
And again, like I said, I only allude to Victor Conte's past, but I can't allow him to suggest that Casimero is cheating, because he might have missed the call, but again, we're using this analogy in the context of it is that Nonito Donaire is married, right? But married people know if you're supposed to be somewhere and you miss a call, it's not that but you have an account. You have to account for your time. It's I was over here, I was over there. So if you're under VADA testing, you can't just we the guys were out. Where we needed your blood, man. So it is so again, if Victor Conte saying, like, I know them tricks, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he's alluding to. That's a bigger thing unto itself. You can't say things that you can't prove, but don't scrap the fight. But who are we? We're thirsty fight fans. We wouldn't care what happened, right?
Yo,
we just want to see it.
I told him on Twitter, I said, yo, all this does is make me want to watch the fight even more. Like, I'm a mark for heat. Like, I'll eat up all the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see authentic heat between fighters and they get that, I'll mark out all day, because it's just something that draws you in. So it's a fight I'm already interested in. Now it's got all this, like, bad blood and oh man, you know what? Somebody else made a great point. I mean, tell me and Mike, if you remember this fight, because they brought it up and it just hit me. Remember how bad Mosley Mayorga got?
I was just thinking Mayorga when you said bad. He's the king of bad blood. And
they fought that. Go ahead, Micah.
No, I was just saying, it had gotten really, like, super ugly. Like,
and they still fought. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have the numbers offhand, but I remember everybody I knew was super excited for that fight. You know what I mean? And, Brera Morales, like, a lot of these fights, they get to that point, and it's what ultimately sells them. And I'm not saying that, Nonito should sacrifice his wife's honor for a paycheck. Not at all. But I am saying that, I think, you know what I mean? You said it best. It's like, is this enough to call off a kind of fight like this? Can you stand on that decision? Here, if you're Donaire and Inoue or even a Rigondeaux rematch is the alternative, absolutely you're going to do that. You know what I mean? You just maybe even looking for a way out. Not because he's scared of Casimero, not at all, but because those are two bigger fights. Exactly. And he always wanted that the Rigondeaux work again. So it's tough, man. It's so tough. Like, again, I would never want to sacrifice my wife for a paycheck. Somebody disrespect her. At the same time, this is the sport of boxing, and a lot of this seemed very like it was a misunderstanding. And again, I don't know. Rachel had some really great points. It's like, how can you be in boxing so long and use, I don't know the difference between WBC and VADA testing as an excuse. I get that 100%. But again, I think that I don't know, man. I just want the fight. Like, I feel selfish saying that, but I just really, really wanted that fight.
Well, you mentioned something about a new, and we remember this is boxing too. And suppose, I don't want to speculate, but suppose, they said, listen, we're going to give you a new way if you get through Rigo or whatever. And he said, man, fuck that other fight. We've seen it, and it can potentially happen, that old 52 fake out, man. We don't know. He just needed a reason, right? You needed a reason to call a fight. Oh, no, he offended my wife. We can't even do this. And then,
Whoa, he wore white shoes after Labor Day. Nope, it's scrap. Like, no, I'm playing. But yeah, listen. Right.
And then, like, when you get the significant other involved, other things, start, especially, let's be clear, if you love your wife or you love your husband, you're considered a team, you're a representation. When I come on here, I'm still a representation of my husband. I want to make sure, as far as when I do certain things, you always have to be mindful of the other, like you said. But one thing I can say, I feel like, even though, once again, I'm not familiar with this story all the way, but whatever did happen, I feel like it's still a sport. You get in that ring, you get that W, the other stuff, you get the W, you good. Is letting it be known. I'm the warrior, I'm the one. So all the other trash talk is besides once I get that W afterwards, so. Well
said. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know where they go from here. But I'll say this. I would really like to see Donaire Rigondeaux again. Inoue and Donaire right away, I am not as thrilled. I mean, it's a great fight, and it's a fight I definitely want to see again, and if it happened next, I wouldn't complain whatsoever. But I haven't forgotten that fight enough yet. You know what I mean? Like, even though Donaire's last performance was, it was Jordan-esque, the way he came back like that, after all, a lot of people doubting that he still had it. So, of course, it's interesting. But, I don't know. I just want to see him get a crack at Donaire again. I mean, at Rigondeaux again, and I want to see the Casimero fight. I still want to see Casimero-Donaire. Like, what somebody said on Twitter? I mean, they said that the bantamweight division and the junior bantamweight division and all those, divisions kind of around it, junior flyweight, super flyweight, all those, they're not welterweights. They're not heavyweights. They can't afford to not fight each other because they don't get the attention already. So for them to get the attention, they have to fight the best fights available. And that's why I fell in love with these divisions, because they've always, fought the best fights available for the most part. And somebody said, the bantamweights can't afford to act like welterweights. It just can't happen. I thought that was an interesting point. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing about the bantamweight division, as you see, shout out for Donaire for this resurgence. The fights we want to see is rematches.
Good call. Yes.
Like that, because they're fighting each other. Because it's like, yeah, you know what? But let me see him when he got it right when he's clicking again. So I mean, definitely the bantamweight division. They can't afford to do it the welterweight. The welterweight division can't afford to do it, but somehow they get away with it. But yeah, hats off to the bantamweights. Hats off to Nonito. And listen, man, sit down with Rachel. You guys talk. You know what I'm saying? Whether you speak in English, speak in Tagalog, whatever y'all do, iron this shit out. Get this fight going, man. We don't need that. Hey, didn't Muhammad Ali get in the ring with old boy and whoop him till he said his name properly?
Whooped him.
Precedent. There's precedent for you to take your grievance to the squared circle.
Good word.
And do your thing. Do not take your ball and go home. Don't do that, Nonito. We don't need that.
Yeah. Well said. Damn, I was gonna ask you a question. I wanted your opinion on something. Now I just forgot it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to sum it up. You know what I'm saying? This thing got really ugly, but it was also kind of cool to see. Not cool, I shouldn't use that word, but it was, I don't know, nice, I guess, to see these guys in the headlines. Like, I'll be honest, like, this was one of the most talked about stories over the last, few days. And to see people that on Twitter that, never talk about bantamweights, never talk about, you know what I mean? To see Casimero's name out there and Donaire and Rigondeaux and Noe, like, people cared. And that shows you that the division, like, they can attract eyes. It's about these kinds of fights. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I think it would be good.
I just want to say one thing. Now, boxing fans, bear with me because the queen is an analyst journalist for boxing and basketball. So I'm 50-50. So sometimes when you don't see me know certain topics right as quick, I do cover other sports, not just basketball, football. I do a lot over here. So sometimes I'm not paying attention to certain things, but I definitely, because I'm interested now because when you was telling me, so I'm definitely going to, research it more. But I'm just letting the boxing TBV, the community know. Sometimes the queen, good. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing balancing.
Let me tell you the one thing for sure to go check out is the viral video of Nonito Donaire bitching out Casimero's manager. Yo, he went off on him. He's like, "You quiet down, motherfucker!" Like, yo, he went off on him. Like, at some point, he's speaking. What was it?
Tagalog.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I heard that. Once he started speaking that, I was out.
I wanted to send it to you, but I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. Yeah, did you see it?
Nah, man, I gotta check it out.
It won't be hard to find, I promise you. Yeah, man, he went off on that manager, and the man, he didn't know what to say. He's just there, and because they don't have really a great excuse, like, I don't know if this was a misunderstanding or not. I don't know if it was miscommunication, or I don't know if it was somebody playing him. Casimero was trying to pull A-side stuff. I don't know what went on, but it pissed everybody off. That's for sure. It pissed everybody off.
Mario, what's up with the chat, yo? They said you kidnapped the show, man. They said we still talking like, yo, Ness. Thank God you back. He's still talking 118 pounders.
They're haters, bro. I said it. I was gonna say it too. I was like, I think we can stop talking to so Ness will come back.
And I see somebody that was on my YouTube page. I don't care. Hand flow boxing. Listen, you was talking spicy. The queen. We can agree to disagree. Those things do not bother me. You're not gonna get up under my skin. You ain't gonna say self-proclaimed queen. Whatever you gotta talk, say it. You can call. If Nessala would call into the show. I don't run from anything. We can definitely get it popping. Because you came on my page and you retract the comment. I seen it. You did a whole 3 or 4 paragraphs. You came on there, you retracted, say what you need to say, get it out.
Get it off. This is a day for that. Get it off.
Nah, but if he retracted it, that means that he didn't mean it.
Yeah, hand flow. I see you in the chat. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yo, listen, I want to also send a shout out to Austin V, one of the newest Border Wars participants. My man is a fan of the little guys, and he don't mind us talking about it. So you know what? Sit down. No, I'm playing. Yeah, but that covers it. Oh, you know what? Let me ask Ness one question, all right? So, because he left the conversation. One question, Ness. If the Casimero fight is off the table, would you rather see Donaire Rigondeaux 2 or Donaire and No 2?
I seen that. I seen Rigondeaux saying,
he's shooting his shot.
Yeah, I seen him. He like, yo, me and you, no disrespect, no back and forth, no memes, man. Let's get it on. And the truth is, Nonito needs that win. He got outclassed severely in that fight. Yes, he's having a better back half. He's having a way better back half than Rigo. And by back half, I mean back half of their careers. But, Yeah, why not? I wouldn't mind Rigo getting that opportunity and Donaire getting an opportunity at repeat or revenge.
Hey, Ness, a quick question. You think there's any chance of Nonito pulling a 52 fake and potentially getting offered the Inoue or the Rigondeaux fight? So he's using his whole issue like, oh, yo, no, you disrespected my wife. I got to go.
Yeah.
That was Amin's idea. I think he's right. Or it could be.
Bro, you're kidding me? Of course this is leverage. This is leverage. He's going to get a bigger purse for the same fight or a bigger fight. Absolutely. He's got leverage now. You know, he's got a moral reason not to take the fight. So they have to pay him to, you know, change his morals, man. That's worth some money right there.
Definitely. But
Super chat. We got Coach Meyer says, word. Glad to see you back, Ness. I was shook. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Mario had his boys tie me up, man. They held me down for 30 minutes so he could get off his little 118 talking.
Yeah, bro. Actually, to be honest with you, I was going to you kind of owed me that one because I was gonna hit you up and say, yo, after the morning show, let's do this real quick because we got the evening shows. We can knock this out, 30-minute little show, but we ended up going till 2 o'clock, 2:15, 2:30. So did not work out, but all good. Yeah. So I think we could. What do you want to move on to the Colbert fight?
Whatever's on the schedule. Whatever you got on the schedule as next. Whatever's on your notes, man. Let's
y'all want to talk about the Hitchens fight being canceled?
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah, what happened?
I mean, the other guy pulled out, man.
Oh, I heard Hitchens was injured. No,
I thought the other guy pulled.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I thought the other guy pulled out.
I didn't know at all. So I don't know where I read that, but somebody said that, and I didn't know who they meant. So yeah, you might be right. I'm trying to look for it here because I had no idea up until like an hour before I was gonna make the notes and the topics, and Rob reminded me. But the thing was that it was still on the schedule for the TV from the press releases, so I had like copied and pasted it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that fight's off, so it sucks, man. I was really looking forward to seeing Richardson Hitchins, but you know, I'm sure we'll see him back soon.
Yeah, man. We got
Super chat?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, we could jump into the Colbert Tug fight if y'all are ready. I mean, what you think?
Yo, Chris Colbert is the man, right?
He's the man today, bro.
He's the man, right? Yo, Chris Colbert. One thing I think this fight, because first of all, I'm gonna talk boxing a little bit. Forget the personality. Colbert got some what I call even distribution of power. Like he could hit, and I don't know if that was because of Arbudelo. He beat on Arbudelo so bad. I don't know if he got me thinking that he could bang like that. But I think with a come forward opponent like Tug, the thing is Tug got a motor, and Tug ain't gonna stop. But he can be walked into some good shots. And if Colbert, if he got that, like I said, that good power distribution, he could shake Tug up. If he stops Tug, that would be fucking impressive.
Very.
But again, I don't like to heap that on these young brothers because the first thing we'll be saying is, well, he should have got him up out of there. I'm just saying, this is an opportunity for Colbert to establish himself in that lightweight division. So, and Tug is no walkthrough. Tug is a tougher fight than Gamboa, if you ask me.
Oh, definitely.
So it's like, Colbert, if he shine, can you imagine the shit this guy's gonna talk? Like, I told y'all what I was gonna do, man. Leave me the fuck alone about this shit.
And he talking about in the press conference, he talking about I'm gonna whoop your ass and all this. I mean, this is, I can't wait. That's why I went all the miles to go see him in Miami. From where I'm located, because normally we don't get this. I'm gonna keep repeating it until people get tired. When an opponent pulls out, you get a lesser opponent.
Yes.
Tug is a worthy opponent. It's a semi-dangerous fight. He's moving up 4 pounds, so you can't really say he's the puncher he was at 126 until he moves up and allows his power to carry up, and we see that. But Tug was a serious threat for Gary. He's only lost to Gary. Colbert is not on the level of Gary, right, in terms of popularity and where he's at in his career. Gary's a full champion, so it's a perfect barometer for Colbert to see and show where he's at. You know what I'm saying?
This fight definitely puts him past Gary. Not to cut you off, but this fight definitely puts him past Gary just by virtue of the personality. Similar in personality, if you want to go with shit talker, but I don't know if it's just Colbert is just the New York thing, but I get frequency as well. Maybe not as frequent as we'd like to see him, but frequency as well. So if that's an individual fight with this common opponent, Gary Russell and maybe they could actually sell out some tickets down there at the MGM in Oxon Hill, Maryland. They can sell more than the $2,000.
Word.
Yeah. Like as far as like with Colbert and Tug, definitely, I'm sticking. I give people nicknames, especially with the pronunciation. So I'm gonna say Tug. Yep. But with Colbert, Tug. I definitely have Colbert winning the fight. Like you guys are saying, this isn't an easy fight because Tug will definitely come at you. He can be very aggressive. He do got a little what Ness be saying, like a little pop. He got a little something. He got a little something extra, right? So it could be one of them fights. But I'm looking for Chris to definitely still dominate because once again, even though I didn't do a prediction video on this one, even with Gary Russell, how I looked at that fight is he controlled the fight with his hand speed, his jab, his combos against Tug. So I'm kind of looking to see more so Chris. I feel like Chris is going to do it too because with his speed and I'll say his quickness and his power, I feel like he definitely is going to get, the job done against Tug. But this could be a spicy fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to real quick just repeat what Ness said because it deserves repeating. When you have an opponent with a name that you would be the favorite against, and that opponent is gone, you get an easier fight with a lesser name. In this case, he got the lesser name, but he got the tougher fight. Like, the roles have been reversed. The risk reward, we talk about risk reward, right? The risk reward for Gamboa is not equivalent to the risk reward for Tug. They are different. Gamboa is a name, and you could say that he's been softened up over the years. And then you got Tug, who's only lost once to a really great fighter, one of the best fighters in the last 10 years at that division, or his division, I guess. And so you have this role reversal where it's like the risk reward factor's just gone. That said, also what Colbert has going for him is that he's been in the news cycle almost all week, and now even people that might not have really even known who he was and don't follow boxing as well, they're interested. He has got a lot of people interested. For the right or wrong reasons, it doesn't matter. He's gotten the job done. People care about his fight. And they care about it without Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? And that was the best known name, for him. So I think that he's got to go out there. He's got to win the fight. He's got to look good, right? He's got to look good. Does he need the knockout? I think that for him to get it would just be the exclamation point that would send him, it would help people to consider him at least like somewhere along Gary's level, maybe even Pat. Like some people are going to make all the... They're going to read that the way they want, right? And it tracks to a degree. But ultimately, I think that getting the win in a dominant fashion will suffice. But all eyes are going to be on him, so he's got to put on a show for sure. I'm picking Colbert, though.
Yeah, me too.
I'm picking knockout.
Me dos. WBA interim on the line. I'm also going to go with Michel Rivera versus Jon Fernández. I never heard of Jon Fernández.
Me neither.
Who is he?
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't know him. I mean, he is 21-1. And this is a 12-round fight, by the way. He's from Spain, Bilbao. But he's got 18 KOs in his 21 wins. We're talking about an 81% KO rate. Okay. as far as guys that he's been in there with, like he's got some like nice names. Nice resumes, but they're mostly all Spain. He did fight Oshaki Foster. How do you say that name?
Yeah, like that.
Oshaki Foster. Yeah, he did fight him, and he lost that fight. It was a 10-round unanimous decision, and the scores were pretty lopsided, 98-92 across the board. And then other than that, all his fights have been in Spain. So, despite being 21-1 with 18 KOs, this is definitely Michel Rivera, who's 20-0
He's promoted
with 13
by
KOs.
Sergio.
Yeah. And by the way, this is a Dominican fighter fighting out of Miami.
Yeah, he's out of Herman Carcido's gym, which is Luis Ortiz.
Carcido. Thank you. And so, this is definitely a fight
fantastic.
for him.
I mean, I don't know what this kid brings. This Spaniard.
Mm-hmm.
But I was with Michel. He's huge. And for those that don't know, remember, Michel is the dude that was getting the Broner fight and Broner backed out. He took the Broner fight. He was offered the Broner fight on short notice. He took it. Broner was like, no, thank you. This is him. He's huge.
And he's fought Ladarius Miller, beat him in a unanimous decision. He beat Fidel Maldonado Jr. in a 10-round TKO. So, he's got some respectable names to a degree right along that line.
For sure. Those are decent names. Ain't nothing wrong with Ladarius. I'm pretty sure he gave him the first win or the second loss, right?
It was a second loss.
There you go.
Jon Fernández, that wraps up the TV side of things, though.
You said that's the TV side?
Yeah.
Because Richardson Hitchins was off. He was supposed to be fighting Darwin Price.
Yeah, and I wonder how they're going to replace that. Like, because from what I see, nobody jumps out as Rajon Chance, but they won't put his 4-rounder on. I doubt it. Even though I would like to see. Gabriela Fundora.
That would be dope.
Gabriela.
Yeah, but she's even further behind. But I mean, ain't she in a title?
Is she fighting for a title or something? No, it's next time, right?
Yeah, nah, man. She. I mean, Rajon Chance maybe. He's a Colbert guy.
I would like to see that.
Where can we find Gabriela? Is she gonna be? You see what I'm saying? What?
Is she gonna fight on the telecast?
Right, or she's just gonna be non-TV.
I don't know. That's a good question. Like with Showtime, it's always weird. Like sometimes they remember they used to do Showbox or Show Extreme, and they would have the prelims on there,
on YouTube.
Yeah, and then they would do the YouTube things too, and then they had the Facebook for a little bit too, I think. So I don't know. I really hope, Micah, that they show her because we did that interview with her, remember? And I mean, she's just.
I wanted to see it. Hopefully they might put it on I'm thinking maybe YouTube. Showtime might do. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
No, I would think so. And she's in a 4-rounder as well. I don't know if they'll put any of the 4-rounders on, but I wouldn't see why not. I mean, it's like you can't do anything. Richardson Hitchens was supposed to be on the card, and he's not. So what do you do? Like, you got to fill that time. Don't just take a fight away from us. But it was supposed to be a triple header, and now, I don't know what it's going to be, but hopefully we get to see those fights.
Hopefully they give my man Rajon a chance. Shout out to Jersey. See what I did with that one.
I like that. Yo, my man is a wordsmith over there. Don't even play with him. He said words are weapons, but I means an assassin. Yeah, so that's the card for Showtime. Make sure you tune in. Are we going to do a fight chat for that one? We got to, right? For Chris?
Chris, I'm on it. I'm here, man. I'm here.
I'm with it.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my man.
Who's your man?
Michael Coppinger, man.
ESPN's Michael Coppinger. What'd he say?
He got a job at ESPN. He's the new ESPN guy.
Oh, yeah, got it. My bad. Yeah, shout out to him for that. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Let me see what he posted here. Noted boxing reporter Mike Coppinger joins ESPN. So incredibly excited to announce I've joined ESPN, where I'll cover boxing and MMA with written stories on ESPN.com and TV appearances on ESPN along with ESPN Radio. Anyone who knows me is well aware of how much ESPN content I've consumed since I was 8 years old. This is genuinely a dream come true, and I couldn't be more pumped for this opportunity. So grateful to everyone who supported along the way. I didn't do this alone, and big thanks to the best agent in the business, my guy, Matt Kramer.
Nice.
Whoever Matt is. Matt doesn't even have a big following. Dudes that make moves is like no followers.
Al Heyman style, right?
Yeah, I clicked on his little thing and there's only Mark Kriegel, like 400.
You know, ESPN is doing a lot with boxing. I think just last month, like mid last month, I don't know how much involved Custer's going to be over there, but I know he got signed somehow to like be on Sports Center as a writer or something like that. So
really,
yeah.
You put that in the chat the other day, and I wasn't sure what you meant. Wow, so he's going to be a writer.
Yeah, again, I don't know if it's something like with Stuart Scott. You know, rest in peace to Stuart Scott had many years ago, where you know he's helping to write some you know how the show is produced, or he's going to be like on their flagship show. But yeah, I heard B. Custer got a deal over there as well at ESPN.
At ESPN, yeah, that's old news.
No, I know. He was just saying shout out to him.
Because ESPN is making a move on boxing, so it would seem, right? Are they trying to shore up their boxing department, if you will?
I think they could be. Yeah, I think they could be. I mean, you know, to go after two of those guys, I mean, those are two of the, you know, heavy hitters in the game, right? So it's like, yeah.
I guess my question too, though, is because ESPN, the only time we really see them using boxing on their platforms is when we're watching the fight. So you pick up these two big guys, you know, big names in boxing. I hope these guys get more airtime because that in turn will enhance, you know, the sports visibility.
I mean, Custard would. I think. You know, Mike will get his occasional, but he's there to bring in stories, and I think Custard's there to be the commentator on camera.
Like media, yeah, the face. I think you're right. That sounds like it would be the way it should work. And not to say that Mike, you know, I'm sure they'll open up. Like you remember Dan Rafael for the longest time, like, you know, they had him on once a month, maybe on a Friday night fights, and he was in his office with a camera, Skype. And then what happened as time went on? Now he's behind a desk at the weigh-ins. You know, now he's live at the fights, and now he's been given studio time. And so more and more ESPN opened it up, and now Mike comes into a situation where, I think he's going to get the full opportunity to show his skill level, you know, at the in many different media forms. But man, B. Custer, he's just, you know, he's a GOAT right now. Like he's got it on lock. I hope that it doesn't affect his podcast in any way. I'm sure it doesn't, because that thing is great.
Yeah, I love watching his content. I think it's very fair and balanced. He asks excellent questions, definitely. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing him from ESPN. Side note, shout out to Showtime because I'm getting my money back for the Logan versus Mayweather Paul fight because it wasn't acting right. So I'm happy about that. I don't know if any of you guys with the Showtime, the app was so terrible during the
I remember you saying that.
Oh my goodness. And I got an email literally today saying they're going to give me all my money back from it. Well, no, I think they said minus 12 because I forgot how much we paid, but they're giving me 50. And it is no joke being a boxing fan or a journalist, analyst up and coming, and you paying so much money for boxing. Boxing is a very pricey sport. So listen, I'm happy that they sent that email.
Word. No, you're right. You are right. I remember back in the days with like cable, right? And then it was like if the fight started messing up or something, and then you had to call them and wait in that line, like, oh man, there was nothing worse. And it's like you feel all your friends' stares, right? Like all your family stares, like, bruh, your TV don't work. Like, what's going on?
Right. Right, boxing is crazy. So you be listen. It ain't no joke giving that $50 to $70, even the $20. I expect it to work. If I'm trying to tap in, listen, that's got to be right.
Nah, you're right. You definitely right. So I guess we can move on to the next topic. That is Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence possibly in jeopardy of not happening. A lawsuit has come from Paradigm Sports Management, the same company that represents Conor McGregor, and they filed an injunction on the Pacquiao-Spence fight. That's the planned mega fight for August 20th. And the firm has also, along with the injunction, filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Pacquiao in Orange County Civil Court, claiming breach of contract. So just to give you guys the, I guess, like breakdown of it, they're saying that Paradigm paid Pacquiao $3.3 million contractual advance that he is refused to return. Again, this is their side of it. And Paradigm's attorney, Judd Bernstein, told ESPN that their clients are seeking the damages from Pacquiao that could reach into the 8 figures. And shout out to Mark Raimondi, I think is how you say it, Raimondi from ESPN, who wrote the story. And yeah, they're saying that they had the contractual, or they had the rights to negotiate Pacquiao's next fight. And so because of that, what they're saying that is that Pacquiao's team went behind their backs and negotiated not just the Spence fight, but they were also working behind their backs to shore up a deal in the Middle East with the Prince of Middle Eastern Prince. That's all it says, Middle Eastern Prince. I'm not sure, what that is, but I mean, I know what a prince is. I just don't know who they're talking about specifically. That said, they are, super pissed. They said despite the fact that Paradigm was able to negotiate a $25 million fight purse for Pacquiao with a bout for Mikey Garcia. That's another part of this story, is that Mikey Garcia was the fight that I had been hearing more and more from guys in the know. I'll be honest with you. I was told that was going to be the fight. When Spence was announced, I mean, I was kind of shocked. I didn't know what had happened. And then reports that Mikey Garcia might retire. That was Robert saying that in the media. Like, I think he was just upset. I think he thought he was getting the fight too. But I just feel like this always is Manny's thing. Like, he did this with Top Rank and Golden Boy back in the day. Like, he is constantly putting himself in situations. And I shouldn't say that. I don't know for sure if he's putting himself in these situations, but he constantly finds himself in a situation where he's kind of spread too thin. It's like he's got all these plans, and then the guys that have plans, and it's like they're all working, and it's because he's this machine, right? So he's like this machine, promotionally speaking. So it takes like a village to promote him, but they all have different ideas. If this ends up ruining the Spence fight, how terrible. Like, the whole situation's just awful. And, I can't sit here and say, well, Paradigm should just chill the F out and because they obviously feel like they spent money. I remember this story breaking when Pacquiao signed with them. It was this whole thing like, oh, he signed with Paradigm. This is the management company that manages Conor McGregor. And for me, this is where it all stems. He was going to fight Conor McGregor. I am sure of it. I can't be positive, obviously. I'm not Manny Pacquiao, nor am I part of his team. But what I can say is that was the trajectory. That was definitely what looked like they were heading. And then Conor loses to Dustin Poirier, and all of a sudden that fight doesn't make any sense. And that's when I started hearing the Mikey Garcia stuff. So now we get into a situation where he's looking for a big fight. He ends up landing with Errol Spence. It was like the Conor fight was the fight, and since the plans got broken, it was like everybody kind of scattered. I mean, do y'all remember hearing the reports that he was going to fight Ryan Garcia in an exhibition fight? Like, this was constantly going on where people were, negotiating on his behalf. And then there were other people that were negotiating on his behalf that had no idea that, other people were moving in certain directions. So this is a mess. And I don't know. I think the fight might be in jeopardy. I hope it's not. I pray it's not, but I don't know. And why not give back that $3 million? It's like, you're going to have to do it anyway, but that ain't my pocket to count. What do y'all think? Y'all definitely bummed that we might not get that Spence fight, huh?
Yeah, I definitely. Hopefully, I'm hoping like it still happen for real. So that's all I can say. I just want it to still happen.
Yeah, so do I. I want it to happen still. I think it's a fight that really raised the stock of 2021, right? 2021. We've had some good fights so far, and there's some definitely good fights in the horizon, and we know some big names will be back in October, November, December, but this was for me like the premier fight.
Right, for me too. More so even than the other one. We know the other big one that's about to happen.
I feel that too.
For me, for personal reasons, because that's my birthday month, so I was kind of trying to get it to where I could go see that, because I feel like that's one of them fights where you can't take nothing away from Manny, and then what Spence is capable of. You don't know what's really going to happen with that fight, especially seeing when we saw Keith Thurman and Manny, because I had Keith. I thought Keith was going to win that fight, but I'm just curious to see how Manny Pacquiao was going to come out. Yeah, so I really hope it, still happens.
Yeah, so do I. The one thing that concerns me is that if this injunction does play out and then they have to go through some arbitration or whatever, obviously that's going to take time. Conor McGregor is getting ready to fight Dustin Poirier in the trilogy, it would be, between the two, and that happens July 10th, which is a week from Saturday. Assuming that Conor wins and assuming that he comes out unscathed, I just feel like all this is heading towards trying to make that fight again. I'm sure that settles Paradigm side of it with one of their biggest stars in Conor, or their biggest star in Conor. I think that's what really they wanted the whole time. And to me, it's the only fight that suffices for them and would allow them to kind of just forget about it if he were to step in that. And I would just hate that. I would hate it so much because I never really wanted that Conor fight to begin with, and to know that Manny was so close to really going out there and testing himself at his age against, who people think is 1A or 1B in the division. That's a big time move. And to go from that to an exhibition with Conor McGregor, even a real fight with Conor, I don't give a shit if it's a 10-round professional bout. It's not the same. We saw what happened with Mayweather, and it would be the same. So I would be really bummed if instead of Spence we get Conor.
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely want to see Spence versus Manny for sure. So we're gonna see what happens, because like I said, like how you were saying, Spence, most people consider Spence 1A. Then you got the legend in Manny. Spence is still basically writing his history, his legacy. This was a big deal for Spence as well. So I'm really, really hoping this is not the case, because I feel like out the summer for me, of course, Wilder versus Fury, but then a little, because we know that's the spicy fight. We know the juice is July, but even though the juice is for Spence and Pacquiao, but it's still a different type. It's more lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type, even though you still got, crazy fans on both sides. But I really wanted to see that Pacquiao versus Spence. So we'll see what's going to happen.
I'm glad you put it the way you put it, because I feel like the whole time I'm talking about how bummed it is for Manny, but yeah, how terrible would that be for Earl? I would feel terrible for him to get that shot and then have it yanked from under him. Man, that's just not right. And again, it's out of his control. And I think that makes it even worse to a degree. It's like, damn, my opponent's the one that fucked this up. Like, and so yeah, that would be bad. And especially because it's like we're already in a situation where, you know, the welterweights are kind of like figuring out what they're doing. You know, we got some of them moving up to 154, some of them talking about coming down to 140. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can salvage it. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing a Porter rematch, Thurman fight, but ultimately, yeah, it would suck to not get that fight.
Porter who?
Well, we're talking about the injunction that was put on Spence and Pacquiao, and if they have to go their separate ways, I'm assuming if Conor wins that we see Pacquiao-Conor, but if Spence isn't able to fight Manny, then what are the options? I wouldn't mind seeing a Porter 2. A Thurman fight would be awesome, but none of those equate for Earl. They're not the same as a Manny fight. He knows that, we know that, and I would just feel bad for him, you know?
Nah, I mean, if Manny is stopped with
an injunction?
Legal matters, I think that's the perfect time to slide in the Crawford fight. That's the bigger fight, right? Like you said, there's no other bigger fight that isn't Manny, and you're right, but the next biggest would be Crawford. Like, we're not going to get as excited for Thurman, Ugas, or none of those dudes as we would for Crawford.
But do you think that could be done in time, like August, September, that they could figure that out?
Yeah, I mean, you don't do it in August anymore. You go to September, or you don't do it in September. You go to November. You do it in December, and, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Ugas still has his belt, and we talked to Jamal. He said he's the regular now, so Ugas still has the belt. I mean, worst case scenario, they can't do Pacquiao. They could always do Ugas for the 3 belts.
They definitely could do that, and that is definitely something I would want to see. Not as much as the Manny fight, but, you know, definitely still something I want to see.
I mean, yeah, because they could still sell a narrative with that 3rd belt, you know what I mean? So it's definitely the fallback plan.
For sure, definitely. But, you know, again, all this hinges on the idea that Mikey Garcia was supposed to, that Paradigm was negotiating a $25 million deal with Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia now finds himself in a situation where he might be fighting Regis Prograis in a fight in the fall at junior welterweight.
But in the zone, though, that was
on the zone.
That's so left field. Like, where is Regis at?
But Regis came from there, like.
No,
and Mikey,
Regis fought on the zone. Then he left to PBC. Then
and he's only had one fight with them.
Then he went. No, then he went to Triller for the Red Cats fight.
Shit.
And now you're back on the zone. I'm like, what in the hell's going on with this guy? Like, he's everywhere.
That's the way it should work, man. Like, you should have guys that have the ability to take the best fights available on different networks. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of it, I think.
Oh, I hear you. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe he's able to get it all done that way.
When's the last time Regis fought? I know I've heard
it was that Triller fight with Red Cats. I don't know the date.
It wasn't that long ago. Let me see. I got the date for you. It was on April 17th. Ivan Red Catch, and he scored the 6-round TK. Oh, remember that was weird.
Because I know Regis was talking a little, spicy about Tank. So, that's Regis, right? Yeah, he was talking a little spicy about Tank or whatever.
Definitely.
I don't see, Regis. He's a good boxer. He's a good boxer to me. But with Josh Taylor, it was close. But I definitely. I know we talking about Mikey Garcia, but I'm thinking about Regis, as far as his boxing skill set. I don't see Regis definitely not beating Tank. I don't see him beating Tank at all. I really don't even see, let's say with Mikey, I haven't seen Mikey fought in so long. I had to even go back and remember because the last time Mikey Garcia fought was Spence, right?
No, he ended up getting another fight back in February. Actually, it was the week before Fury Wilder, and he fought Josecito Lopez. Jesse Vargas. I'm sorry. I always
he fought. Okay.
Yeah, he fought Jesse Vargas on DAZN the week before the.
Okay.
It was either the week before or the week after. I think it was the week after. Now that I think about it.
And so I'm leaning towards more so Garcia with that one. I would
Me
like
too.
to hear you guys, take with Regis. Like I said, I think Regis is a good boxer, but
Definitely.
putting both of them together, I'm leaning towards Mikey on this one for right now.
I agree. I think Mikey's the more pound for pound guy, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I mean, you got a 4-division champ, former 4-division champ, I should say. And but Regis is a good fight. I think that fight stylistically would just be so much fun to watch. I think we'd get a little bit of everything. And ultimately, for me, the biggest narrative is Mikey fighting at 140. Him coming down specifically because of all the things that he said about being at welterweight. But I have a quote here from him from the ESPN article written by Mike Coppinger. Shout out again to Mike. He said, and by the way, it wasn't just Eddie that talked to ESPN. Both fighters, Regis and Mikey, spoke with Mike, and both said that this was a fight that was going to happen. But Mikey had this to say. He said, "I definitely feel better at 140. The only reason I was trying to be at 147 was for a title fight. But since we couldn't secure a fight with Manny Pacquiao, there was no reason to stay there." And he finished by saying, "But I've pretty much made my decision to campaign at 40 for the next matchup. I think it's a great matchup for a few reasons, being that he's an aggressive fighter, he's accomplished, former world champion, and he's also hungry to regain that position and have a big victory. I want to get back. I want to do big things. I want to be able to challenge for a world title again and be a world champion." So I think those are the elements that make a great matchup, and they certainly are. Unfortunately, it's like all the belts on the other side, but if you thought Ramirez Taylor was a big fight, Garcia Taylor would be a big fight. I would love that.
I would definitely, and I like I said, I try sometimes not to pay too close attention to the chat, because I know some of y'all, let me be quiet, but let me say this. You can come on the Queen's channel, which is Afternoon Sports Slay. Once again, that's Afternoon Sports Slay. If and when that does happen against Josh Taylor versus Tank, you can come on. You can tell me whatever you want. Right now, I told you. I even called in like last week. Taylor is not beating Tank. You heard it here. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to repeat it. I do not believe Taylor will beat Tank. Now, once again, it's not me. I know you guys said I'm sleeping on Regis. Okay, we'll see about that. Regis and Mikey, I'll go back and take a look at certain things. But as far as with Taylor has an excellent boxing skill set, not taking anything away from him. But with the Taylor versus Ramirez fight, if you pay close attention, because Ramirez to me is more of a aggressive type of fighter. Taylor outboxed Ramirez. But if Taylor was in the ring with somebody who had a different type of boxing skill set, a pure boxer, he's not beating Tank. That's what I see. I know, as far as you guys can say, oh, okay, well, Tank only can do certain things, but we have not seen the full package of Tank. Like we always say, styles make fight. So you're going to see a different version of Tank depending on what type of fighter you are going to be dealing with. I know we were talking about Mikey Garcia versus Regis, but I had to put that in there because I know in the chat. So you guys can come for me if I'm wrong. I don't care. You can come. You can say the Queen was wrong, but I'm just giving you my analysis right now. That is how I feel about it, because I know a lot of you guys, I didn't know Taylor fans. I didn't know Josh Taylor fans was this deep out here. Man, I've been seeing a lot of Taylor fans on
Really?
Yes, where
Wow.
like I said, on my channel, I didn't know it was like that. So
Yeah, he's got a strong fan base.
It's interesting. So we'll see what's gonna happen. If it ever does happen.
Yeah, if it does happen. I mean, what you think about a Regis Prograis Mikey Garcia fight at 140?
I love that fight, especially Regis. He been dying for something that's gonna remind people of why he's an exciting fighter. Everybody's argument is that he came so close. If he had more time in the Josh Taylor fight, right? But I think beyond that, he still has some things for me to kind of recognize. Sometimes fighters, when they get through like a tournament, like, you know, guys, they came through Bucksaya, they came through the Super Six. I think Regis benefited from that. And I'm not doubting anything about him. I'm just saying, like, I just got to see more. I want to like fall in love with his skills and be able to say why I want to see him other than, you know, the intrigue. Right now, it's all intrigue for me. Can he back up the shit he's been talking about Broner and Tank? You know what I'm saying? So fighting somebody credible like Mikey, of course, you know, coming off of the Taylor fight, and I know he had a bounce back fight after that, but really, yeah, let the Rougarou see what he can do, man.
Is that fight 50-50 to you, or like close to 50-50, or what do you think?
Yo, it's 55-45, Mikey.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
The boxer, I got to give the edge to the boxer, and like
Me
I said,
too.
if what we're hanging our hat on is he needed more time against Taylor, he was putting the right kind of pressure on Taylor, blah, 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 then he didn't. To hang with the undisputed champ at 140, I know Mikey's moved around a bit, but for him to, if he's that good against Taylor, and I know styles make fights, then he should be impressive against Mikey. So I'm looking for him, if that fight happens, I'm looking for him to be impressive. What does that mean? To fight his style. Like, I don't want to, you know, if he outboxes Mikey, cool. But I want to see what Regis Prograis does different from everybody else in the division. He don't need to be a knockout fighter for me, but he's got to show me what, you know, other than the headdress and the cool accent. Like, what is he? Show me something.
Yeah. Well said. Ness, is this a 50-50 fight for you, or what is it?
Which fight?
Regis and Mikey.
Yeah, I mean, wow. You know, Mikey showed he was a real puncher putting down Jesse like that, but he ain't fought since then, right?
He has not fought since then.
That's insane right there.
That was February 2020.
But
right, that's since 2020. Wow.
Yeah.
But when you on that level, you know, some people can't come back without actually fighting. So, you know, without actually being in a fight, rather. So, I don't know. Maybe he can do it. That's a good-ass fight, though. I'm going to be tuned all the way in. That's a damn good fight.
Definitely.
I think that's a good point, too. That sometimes we look at cats and we say, well, they haven't fought in a while. And, you know, I like to call it coming off the couch. But I think the way the fight game is going, it's a way of self-preservation. So, you know, some people would say, especially having moved around, you know, bouncing around weight classes a little bit and going for them bag fights, the time away may have given him a little bit more perspective, may have gave him some time to get in tune with his body and really get comfortable with coming back to 140 as opposed to, you know, coming off the money fight at 147 or whatever. So, Mikey, yeah, you know, he might be coming off the couch, but you're right. His coming off the couch is very much different from my coming off the couch.
Absolutely. You know,
good point.
He's on a higher level, and that's what I'm saying. You know, like Floyd came off the couch off of 18 months and beat up Marquez. Like, not everyone can do that, but if that's what you can do, then you probably gonna be all right.
Well said. Well said. So we do have a couple of quick hits here, just to give y'all a few. And Ness, the last one's the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson thing. I sent you the picture, so if you want to post it when we get to that, if you can. But I did want to mention that Hector Tananahara Jr. is going to fight William Cepeda on the undercard of the Zurdo fight on July 9th. That is all kinds of a good fight. Like, they're making that fight, both of them undefeated. And, you know, Hector had been in the running for a couple of pretty big fights. One of which was could have been Ryan. So these guys are on the verge. You know, these guys are on the verge. The fight will be at lightweight in a 10-rounder. And, you know, William Cepeda is 22-0 with 20 KOs from San Mateo Atenso, Mexico. Number 2 in the world. I mean, number 2 in Mexico. There, he's number 15 in the world according to BoxRec. As far as like who he's beaten or who he's been in the ring with, not a lot of guys jump out at you. Oscar Flores is a guy who's kind of tough. But other than that, I think Ulises Perez, if that's the same, no, that can't be him. That record does not look, nope, that's not him. So, he hasn't had like the stiffest of competition. His last fight was against Roberto Ramirez, who's 24-3, and that's really where he, made his name or really got on a lot of other people's radars. But this is a good fight, not to miss. It really beefs up the Zurdo card because you got Ramirez and Sullivan Barrera. That's a good fight. I like it. On that same card, on the co-main event, which honestly I think could have been the main event, Joseph Diaz and Javier Fortuna, a fight that I love the most on there. Ciencia Estrada is going to be on there against Tsunami. And then Hector Dananahara and William Zaveda are going to fight as well. So that's shaping out to be a pretty good card. And that's going to be next Friday, a week from tomorrow. But any thoughts on that fight, guys? Anybody? We can go to the next note if not. Nah. Yeah, I had a feeling. Some bad news.
What's happening?
Zarafa is withdrawn from the Tim Tszyu fight. I liked that fight. I thought it was a good fight. It wasn't anything.
Wasn't that a rematch though?
Yeah. But they were really supposed to.
He beat up Zarafa. What he needed a rematch for?
But I think Zarafa was moving up. I think they were supposed to be doing it. It's at a different weight, and that was supposed to be the point of it. It's a grudge match. I'm at a different weight, and But I'm asking, isn't this the guy that was he was a stripper or something? Is this the same guy?
Yeah.
Wait, that is the same guy?
Yeah, that's the one that fought Peter Quillen.
Oh yeah, Peter Quillen. Yeah. So Steve Spark has stepped in place to fight Tim Tszyu. So I don't know much about Steve Spark other than the fact that he's 12-1. Still going to be in Australia. And so that's some unfortunate news. And then the last quick hit, I wanted to see what y'all thought. Jake Paul, did y'all get to see it? Jake Paul got that custom rug in the shape of a laid out Nate Robinson. Y'all seen that?
Yeah.
The disrespect.
Yo, the disrespect, man. Dog. Like, first of all, look, this is Ness's boy who's trying to live off of a knockout of a basketball player, right? Trying to live off of and like you got the rug of him, like my guy, like what are you accomplishing with that? Like,
what you mean? He trolling. He comes from the troll era. He's a YouTuber.
Like, you trolling yourself with that. Like, if I'm showing, like, if I walk into Jake's house, I'm like, right, you got that rug, bruh. Like, what kind of win do you think that was? Like, was that your marquee?
That's a bigger win than your show kid win, dog. You tripping.
I mean,
yeah, but that's the difference between my man Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. You have to show a certain level of dignity and respect for the sport. Like you again, it's a good business tactic because you're trolling that you knocked out Jake Paul, and maybe people start to say, like I was getting ready to say, well, I don't think that happens against Tyron Woodley, right? So, I guess in the vein of marketing, this works, but I'm thinking to myself, like, like if I had a new fight, a new battle, like the last cat I knocked out, he don't give me much confidence. It's on to the next one, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be stuck on the last cat you knocked out. Now, man, you got the peanut. Man, I'm going to do him like I did. Y'all seen the way I'm going to do him. He got his man with the cowboy hat, right? And the cowboy hat going to be like, yo, I bet the cowboy hat laid down on the motherfucking Nate spot just to get comfortable on it. You know what I'm saying?
They had him the model and shit. They were like, all right, draw a chalk line around him. Go ahead, Mike.
Move on, Jake. Get this Woodley work. Get this Woodley work. You worry about Nate. Nate, I don't know what Nate goes through. Nate needed that, but we all past that.
Right. I'm ready to see what Woodley gonna do. Hopefully, for me, Woodley, give him that work that needs to be done. See, for me, like some boxing fans might not be so, the pure boxing fans, they might not watch as much basketball. So for me, with Nate Robinson, a lot of people don't know. Of course, see, he went over to boxing, and that's why you really can't play with boxing, because Nate Robinson, I wish he wouldn't have even did it if I knew the outcome was going to come like that. Because let me say, Nate Robinson is one of the most athletic, players to ever touch the NBA, and a lot of people know he was not a superstar, but at his size and his frame, the things that he was able to do in basketball was unbelievable. So when you
football player first,
absolutely, and so when you transition over to that boxing, that's not nothing to play around with. And I don't know how my guy Nate been feeling lately, because man, when that happened in Twitter and social media.
Bruh, they did not let him breathe.
Ooh.
But I think you're right. I think Woodley gonna give him that work. Like, Woodley's taking this so serious. Like, he is not showing up like Ben Askren. Okay, he is not showing up to be a
Floyd
loss.
was training him today.
I saw that. You saw that too? What'd you think?
I mean, it was still shots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. When I said what do you think, I meant more like I honestly didn't think it was gonna happen. It's not because I didn't think
he just came through. He came through. He came through Florida and fucking hooked up with him. Shit was crazy. I missed
Word. That was awesome. And how could you, like, you got to have confidence. You getting tips from the greatest of all, the GOAT. Like, you getting them kind of tips. And then you about to go in there with the dude who, hasn't really ever been in there with anybody serious, as far as a striker, boxer, or whatever. But that's got to give you confidence if you're Tyrone. First of all, he looks great. Second of all, his hand.
He's short, man. He's short, man.
He's short, but his hand movement.
When's that fight? Ain't it this month? July? Ain't it coming up? July? When is that?
Nah, I don't think it's July, is it? Yo, you still picking your boy?
Hell yeah, bro. Tyrone is small, man.
You all right?
Now listen, if
Woodley bet not lose, man.
If Jake beat Woodley and don't take the Tommy Fury fight,
he don't got to. Tommy need him.
Nah,
bro. If Tommy didn't need him, his promoter wouldn't be asking for the Jake fight.
But I'm talking about for dignity, for boxing. I'm talking about two guys lining it up. Like, Jake is not. I feel like this. Jake is not gonna get better fighting the level of competition he's fighting. Tommy will get better fighting a guy that's 14-38 because that guy's a real fighter. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see the value in taking these kind of fights. And you can do it all in the gym. I'm underestimating him, but maybe I'm just not knowledgeable. If he's been in the gym the last 4 years and but then I'm saying, like, you don't get on your cologne and get all fresh and get all dressed and get all nice, you know what I'm saying, for a deuce. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do that, you know what I mean, for a dime. So how much work is he putting in, and he want to do it? And it's what I'm saying. It's like Woodley, he might be a solid 5, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as, the height may be an issue, but you're talking about a guy that is coming to fight, and he's coming to learn how to transition his skills. This is not a guy that's going to be daunted by the lights. This guy's a former champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, he held the belt when people was doubting him, and they saw he's a wrestler. He can't strike. So I'm not putting him up there. I'm saying, like, as far as this level of competition, great. He beats Woodley. Now you got to fight a guy that's, like, on your level. That's boxing, and Tommy's right there.
Right. You're absolutely right. Listen, for Jake to say, I think in 5 years a fight with me and Canelo could happen, for that to be your goal, absolutely you need a Tommy Fury.
How you don't fight Tommy Fury and you looking for Canelo?
And exactly.
Because he above Fury, man. He could get a Canelo fight without fucking Tommy. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, no, he cannot. No, he cannot get a Canelo fight without fighting a real fighter. Come on.
European guy. What's the big dude that fight? The tall dude. The tall dude with the bicep issue. that Canelo fought? Was he a Liam as well? I forget these guys. The tall dude that was blind. He was in the high guard and got his bicep fucked up from the high guard.
Oh, damn. Fuck. Who was that? Shit, I forgot.
The guy before Yearden. But what I'm saying is,
Callum.
Yes, Callum. Thank you.
He got to at least fight Callum if Tommy's beneath him. Like, there's no way you want to track the Canelo and you going to fight who? Anderson Silva? You going to fight Chavez Jr.? And then he wants to fight with Canelo? If Canelo fought him, I'm not watching boxing. I'm watching fucking cricket.
I'm done.
I'm abandoning boxing. If Canelo fight Jake Paul in 5 years, I'm moving to fucking India and I'm watching cricket. Mark my words. I ain't doing this bullshit.
Jake Paul goes through the Tommy Furies and then elevates himself to the next level, just like everyone else in the boxing.
Homie, he's gonna get a Floyd fight after Tyron. You didn't know that?
Oh, you tripping?
It's a 3-fight deal. It's a 3-fight deal. Who the hell you thought they were signing him to fight? He's not expected to lose to Tyron.
I thought they was going to turn him into a real fighter.
And if he does, if he does, I mean, it'll be. That's what this is, a 3-fight. It's a rematch. So you get the rematch. Because there is a rematch clause. I hope y'all seen my interview. It's a rematch clause. And that's what Tyrone said. That's what Tyrone said. Like, yo, you the one scared. I ain't asked for a rematch clause. You put one in there because you're afraid you're going to lose. You understand? So it's 2 fights, possibly with Tyrone, or straight into a Floyd fight. I mean, why else would they sign him and give him Logan? You think they're going to give him Logan and not Jake? Why? Logan ain't even have better pay-per-view numbers than Jake.
Don't cry if he does.
I bet you Woodley don't get the Floyd fight if he wins.
Hell no. That'll never happen. Yo, he starts that man.
Honestly, we probably should be rooting for Woodley because he said in my video, like, he wants to legit be a fighter. Like, this ain't the only fight he's having. He's, like, trying to be a fighter now. That's his thing. Like a boxer. Like, he wants to be a boxer now.
UFC better watch out, for real. A lot of these stars that Tyrone, who else was it? What's her name? Paige Van Zant. Like, you know, a lot of these people want to go to boxing now because the pay structure they're figuring out is, you know, it's better, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it's just a lot of money. Like, why else? You know, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Yo, and real quick, go to the Boxing Voices YouTube channel. Check out the new Steffi Cohen video that dropped today. Hit the like, show some support, shout her out. This is a person that could put women's boxing on the map. She has that kind of following. Not saying that she's the most polished yet, okay, but she's new at the sport. But she's a natural-born athlete.
I mean, they embraced Ebony Bridges. They might as well embrace her. She's got a bigger following than Bridges and could probably do more for female boxing than Bridges. And again, you embrace Bridges, embrace her. It's that simple.
Exactly. And I like Bridges too. Like, I'm not saying, you know, anything. It's just that Steffi brings something, oh man, just like raw and authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a power lifter turned boxer. Like, I mean, that's just a great story. I can't see how anybody wouldn't be in love with that story. It's like when a wrestler goes to MMA. It's like, oh, let's see what he does. You know, I like Bobby Lashley, you know, Jake Hagar. Let's see what they got. But this is like, yo, unprecedented. I mean, I guess we see Eddie Hall do it, right? We seen the Mountain, you know, about to do it. But Steffi Cohen is...
She's on that undercard, by the way.
Yeah, I know. You had told me that. Man, that's... Oh, man, I cannot wait. Yo, I hope she does good, dog. I'm rooting for her so bad.
You know, I don't think that's out, right?
Bro,
I keep telling you.
I looked for it. It wasn't.
Yeah, I knew it.
I think I might got to jump on it. You know what? Let me send that to my boy. He always looking for breaking news. My man Julio. Yo, people loving that show from this border. So, yeah, that was the last of the quick hits. We all made our picks.
Yeah, man. If you want to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Don't forget to press 1. One time, voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. And if you are the least bit interested in Border Wars, you should join our Border Wars Facebook group. getting updated on a daily. Lot of new fighter footage, pictures, conversation, and matchmaking going on the Border Wars Facebook group. You can sign up absolutely free. It's a private group. Join us there. Now, we also have a Discord, absolutely free as well, to keep the conversation rolling once the YouTube videos are done. Join us on Discord if you like. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility. It's going to help us grow. It's going to put this show and episode in the eyes of other boxing fans. And that means we'll get new callers. Now, once again, if you want to call in, that number is 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Let's go on out to the callers. Ladies and gents, any final thoughts before we keep it moving?
Colbert by knockout. I got him by knockout. And I'm looking for him to put an exclamation point on this weekend.
What's the motherfucking mybookie.ag doing?
Ooh, good call. Very good call.
Let's see. I mean, he was a minus 600 though. I remember that. So I'm sure he's probably still a minus 600. But remember, if you're going to make a bet, head on over to mybookie.ag and use code BETTBV when making that deposit. But Colbert is now moved to a minus 700. And Tug fell from a plus 600 to plus 450. You know?
That's interesting.
So he's even smaller of an underdog.
Yeah, the money's starting to shift a little bit, and that happens. You know, I wonder what they don't have any. Oh, they got 3 props. So let's see. Chris minus 700 straight up money line. The hell, they don't got no props. What they talk? Oh, here it is. Let's see. Wager cutoff. I don't even know what that means. Boxing lines, like, bro, they're tripping. I can't tell what this is. Oh, here we go. Colbert by KO, TKO, or DQ is a plus 210. Wow. That's not bad. You know, I definitely don't think he's the favorite to get the knockout. So he's coming in at plus money, plus 210. You know, I might like it a little more if it was closer to 4, but or 3, I guess. But yeah, that's not bad.
That isn't bad. He did get the stoppages his last one out. He is you know, you heard the video 3 years ago and today. He sounds totally different too. So the man strength could have kicked in. Plus 210 isn't bad. You bet 100, you get 310. You 100 back plus 210. Just don't forget to use code BETTBV on mybookie.ag. And remember, I'm giving out the link to those that need it. So hit me up any way that you can, and I'll send you the direct link. Shout out to everyone that is requesting it so that they can use it. We do appreciate you.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you.
Yo, would it be stupid? Tell me if y'all think this is dumb, right? Because Colbert is plus 5,000 to get the first round knockout, plus 33 for second round, plus 28 for third, plus 22 for 4, 2,000 for 5, and so on, so on. He's big plus money on all these rounds. What if I put like $5 on each round, right? I spent $60 because them $5 for like 3,300. What does that make me? That makes me, shit, I don't know. What is that? Is that 150? No. I don't know. I'm terrible at math. But either way, I get my money back plus some. I mean, like, I probably wouldn't do round 1, 2, right? I would go like round 3, but I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. Anyway, to the callers.
Yeah, and you don't quit. James Payne. Lethal. What up, champ? Oh, real quick.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me.
What's going on, TBV, man? What's poppin' this?
What
Mario.
up? What up?
Michael. Is that correct?
Micah, yeah,
Mike.
Micah.
Yeah, all right, bet. Man, what's going on,
Yes, it's
panel?
Mike.
Good. All right, what's going on? Good evening to everybody. It's a great evening, man. Just leaving the gym. Putting in some more work. Sitting here with my son. My son actually working on his ones and twos on the little bouncy ball. So, we're putting this work in. Y'all got a great topic going. I like that Prograis and Mikey fight. If they'll make that, that's definitely. I don't think Prograis will come up to 147. I think he should stay 140, but Mikey been doing welterweight campaign, so I don't think he will want to drop the 7 pounds. Either way, I'd like to see the two men get it, but I don't favor Prograis if it's at 147. Like more about the topic from this morning, man. Y'all really had my head spinning with that one, man. But I want to see Wilder do a good job and put forth a better presentation than what he put forth in the second fight, and that's really all I want for him. All of this extra stuff, man, it's becoming a little bit too much. I'm ready for the conclusion at this point so we can move on to new chapters. Atlanta, get ready, July 16th, 17th. We will be in the house. We starting to call it ATL JL Fest. Next, you'll have to promote a new promotional flyer in your inbox this evening. And I'll see you guys in the ATL. Definitely, Michael, you and your husband should definitely think about coming down. Be a great networking opportunity if you're interested. If not, there'll be more opportunities ahead. And on September 18th, we have Border Wars going down the second part deux in Watertown, Wisconsin. So if you guys made it out to the first one, make sure you go back for the second. And if you didn't make it out for the first, make sure that you get there for the second, because it will be bigger, it will be better. They know the game plan, they got the playbook, and now it's time to open up the playbook and call the plays. And also, breaking news, James Payne Lethal will be having his first fight at Nashville Fairgrounds September 17th. Not only will I be working that show, but TriStar informed me that they wanted me to participate as well, and they're working on an opponent for me. It will
so you about to turn pro?
Nah, I ain't doing that, bro. I ain't finna turn pro. I ain't got no amateur fights. How the fuck I'm gonna turn pro? You seen my footage, dude. You know I ain't fucking.
Yeah, but those
are.
I didn't know they was doing amateur shows.
That's what I'm saying. But somehow, some way, they they know the playbook, they know the rule book, and I'm a part of the company, and they got something going on because their fairground show is supposed to be a pretty big show. And so they're arranging for me to have an opponent, and it's gonna be the same. Like, it'll be headgear, and it'll be 3 2-minute rounds, similar to Border Wars, and it will be live on pay-per-view. And we'll make sure to get that footage so you guys can have access to that footage to analyze the same way all of the Border Wars fighters have, because the next Border Wars after September 18th. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag just yet, but there's some things in the working, man. That I think everybody gonna need to be packing their bags and get ready to come down south one time. But we'll just leave that for a future conversation. But that's my call. Everybody have a great evening. Can't wait to hear the other callers, and James Payne Lethal out.
All right. Who's up next? 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Coach Myers. Coach Myers. Myers probably coaching. All right, so we got Raphael in College Station,
Pennsylvania.
Paige Van Zandt did not go into boxing because of the bag. The whole reason Clarissa Shields went into MMA is because of the bag. They don't respect women's boxing enough to give her actual money. So I don't know if I agree with that last guy who said that, but I think Jake Paul is going to beat Tyrone Woodley. Look at Tyrone Woodley's last fights. And, no disrespect to Tyrone Woodley. I used to like Tyrone Woodley. I still like him, but he's kind of a shell of himself, having all these losses in MMA, and he's just not what he was. So I think Jake beats Woodley, and it's unfortunate, but because he's making that crossover with MMA fighters, I want Jake to fight Francis next in the UFC, but Dana doesn't like Jake. But I bet Dana would want to see Jake get his ass whooped. The same reason he wanted Ben Askren to get his ass whooped when he threw Robbie Lawler at him. And then just by some fluke, Herb Dean made that horrible call and stopped the fight that should have been stopped. So I think that will make Dana want to schedule a fight like that just to see Jake get his butt whooped. And I'm looking forward to Pacquiao and Spence fight. I think it's going to be a lovely, great fight. Now, that lawsuit, only merit I see in that lawsuit is the money that Paradigm Sports fronted Manny Pacquiao. But $3.3 million isn't going to hold up a $100 million fight. So that's going to be settled before the fight. And this injunction they're seeking against that's ridiculous.
Well, all right, Raphael. You the man. Anonymous, hopefully you ain't a crazy caller. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Ness?
Who's this?
What's up, Mario? What's up? Hey, this is Will Lynch.
Will Lynch, what up?
Hey. Not much, Ness. Sorry I ain't been sending super chats lately. I don't know what's up with YouTube. Mario, I wanted to say congratulations, man, on your win, but I couldn't really get through. But congratulations on that win. So I was I don't know much about the Casimero and Donaire situation, honestly, but from my understanding, was Casimero even a part of that, or was that just his promotional team? So, I just, I think that, when it comes to trash talk, nothing is sacred in the sport of boxing. I think that, anything goes when it comes to trash talk. So, on that note, I think Donaire is doing the right thing, sticking up for his girl and shit. But the thing is that I think it's more about the steroid use that's really keeping him from going forward with that. Because, I know that we all hear about the rumors of Holyfield to this day taking steroids, but I personally have no comment about that. But when I look at Riddick Bowe, I kind of understand, the consensus. It's no joke. So as far as that goes, I feel like Donaire is doing the right thing for his health and for the rest of his career, considering he's 38. But anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. Hope you're doing good, guys. Have a good one.
All right, brother, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you calling in. That looks like all the callers. Coach Myers, what up? And, you out there. You got your boomerang and stuff. If you busy, it's over, unfortunately. Ain't no more callers, champ. It's done.
Let's see. You wore them out from earlier, man. They ain't got nothing left, champ.
They ain't got nothing. They can't go rounds with Ness, man.
Listen, you took him back. You say you ain't his story. You took him back to 15 rounds. Emptied him out on the ropes.
But yeah, man, that's it. Yo, Micah, give out your YouTube channel. Let them know where they can find you. Afternoon Sports Slay.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Micah K. You can find me on Afternoon Sports Slay. New and improved content coming soon. I promise you, make sure you are tapped in the next upcoming weeks. We know the spicy fight is here, so I'm going to give a breakdown. So make sure you tapped in. Make sure you get ready, buckle up, prepare for that. My IG is at MK Sports Slay. My Twitter is at MK Sports Slay. And I am from Detroit. I'm looking for somebody. If you are a sports social media manager, the Queen is looking to upgrade, help out her social media. Even if you have great advice, serious inquiries only. I'm not looking for, listen, don't give me no trash. But once again, Afternoon Sports Slay on YouTube, IG at MK Sports Slay. And for those who really love Twitter, the Queen is always on Twitter. You can always tweet me. I'm trying to, build that up as well. I like to tweet. So make sure you check me out on on Twitter as well at MK Sports Slay.
All right. I mean, let them know where they can find you, man. I know you do your thing too.
Yeah, definitely. Check me out on Instagram. You know, I got the blogs definitely on the weekend wrap ups and kind of just giving basic coverage of the fight at King Amin of Essex 1 on Instagram. Check me out also on YouTube, King Amin of Essex 1. Season 2 of my little podcast, The Championship Rounds. That'll be up sometime this week. Yeah, man, and catch me here on the Boxing Voice as well, man. Definitely, it's a lot of good action coming up in the next few weeks. Don't worry about Mario scaring y'all off with the talk of the bantamweights. It's a lot more going on than that. We're gonna be here.
Also, one last thing. Podcast coming soon. My podcast is definitely dropping this month.
Let's go. Holla at me when you're ready to take that to the next level. I'm gonna give you my affiliate.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna. You already know. We gonna talk for sure. So it's things coming.
What rep it? Talk to me.
Yo, what's up? You're just a beast. You're on 24/7. You're killing it. I like how you don't let anything keep you down. I have a question in regards to. It's kind of about the first what happened in the morning or whatever with that whole controversy. Wasn't I heard on another podcast that you did a guest appearance, the D-Style one, that there was some other saucy stuff that Colbert was going to say. Did they cut that off too in regards to the Canelo and Plant fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not out. I don't know if it's gonna ever come out.
Wow. So they're just editing everything and taking what they want from your clips.
I mean, not that they editing. It's just like if you were asked to take one thing down and he goes just as hard on another person, they're probably gonna ask you to take that down too. You know.
Man, that's wild, man. Well, you're still getting what you want out of it. You're still getting the things you need out of it. I guess it's what it is, right? I mean, it's the game you're playing right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, part of the beast, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, the super chats. Some of them haven't been read. The one I did today
morning?
and the one recently, and then one from a couple. Show. Yeah, and from yesterday too. I think I did like a couple yesterday weren't read, but that's okay. All I gotta say is to everybody out there, support guys like Nestor Gibbs and the Boxing Voice. If you're not gonna buy Showtime pay-per-views, if you guys feel some type of way about a pay-per-view or something like that, that's wasting your money. Support your content creator, somebody who's putting out things every day, entertaining the public every day. You know what I'm saying? I see you everywhere, man. It's insane. That's why I have a small business myself, so that's why when I see you out there, I'm like, man, I got a ship in right here. This guy's doing it every darn day. That was my call. I just had to big you up, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. You've been very vocal most recently about your appreciation to what it is that we do, and obviously I appreciate it. We do got super chats today. Coach Meyer says, "We're glad to see you back." We did say that. Jason said, "Thank you for all you do for the sport, Ness. You've been putting in work. Thank you." Rolling with the punches says Ness got that grimy look, like he's not humble. But he is. Much respect to you for all the hard work. Great content, true content. Light up. I'm about to. Matter of fact, I just rolled up.
Yeah, this morning, ooh. This morning was crazy. Listen, I almost got in trouble this morning trying to listen to that show. I'm like, oh my goodness, I had to work or something? Yes, I was doing work. And listen, I'm like, oh my God, let me hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up and listen to the show. Crazy. I ain't gonna say too much. I know it's already coming up, so it's gonna hit. We gonna have to speak on it, it'll hit when it hit. I'm gonna be quiet for now. It's gonna hit because it's gonna get real because it's getting real.
Nah, I mean, listen, if you feel a way, and this is the platform, this the voice of the people. You part of the people. You need to voice something. You more than entitled to.
No, I'm just right now. I'm just listening. I like to assess the situation. I like to analyze things.
That's what
like I said. It's not what first and foremost, I believe in God. So in the scripture, not to get too deep, but it says, with the Bible, be the slow to speak sometimes. And with this situation, what people don't understand with boxing, this is not for me. Even with basketball, it's much deeper. Sports is not always just sports. It's much deeper. And when you talk about boxing, boxers are not just fighting for themselves. They're fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their family. They're fighting for their country. It's religion. It's race. It's so many factors when you're dealing with boxing. So it's very deep, and people and their feelings, their emotions, as we could see this morning, it got really real this morning. Once again, I'm going to hold off, but it's going to come a time. We already know the prediction video if I get that opportunity, or even before that. But right now, I'm going to pull back. I love listening. I love assessing the situation. I love seeing as far as what you said, Mario, what Ness said. One thing I love about the boxing voice too is, with me being once again, I don't have to say that what my race and things like that, but I like to see other perspectives of things. I like to see who's being fair, who's being balanced. So it's certain things that I'm seeing, but once again, I'm gonna hold off. But I will be. Trust me, I'm not gonna bite my tongue because some of y'all, she not giving us the. No, it's good. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait. Hold on. Buckle up. The queen gonna give you that real juice that you looking for. Just wait on it. It's coming.
I honestly, I wish. I wish y'all were both on, but I wish. There was a point, I don't remember which caller it was. I feel bad that I forgot too. And they said, because I had said, I feel this way, and I feel like certain fans are, making excuses, or they perceive this, blah, blah. And he accused me of, or not accused me, he said, you can't tell the black community how to feel about that fight. And that hit me, because I was like, damn, is that what I'm doing? Like, because shit like that happens. Like, you don't realize sometimes, like, it's like a perspective needs, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, man, I was trying to, like, find a metaphor that would line up culturally for me, I guess, you know what I mean? And because that's something I would never want to do, obviously. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I didn't even see it that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe it is. I just, wasn't enlightened enough to see it that way at that point. But, yeah, man, it just got carried away, though. That was the part. Like, I could deal with that. I'm good with that. But then all the bullshit talking and all that, like, that was where it was just, man, that shit got off the rails. But... I seriously have never been called so much for a story that I did not do. Like, people were calling me to talk to Ness, or like to get Ness's opinion on something. I'm like, bro, you call Ness? Like, why are you calling me? And probably because his line was so busy. But yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy morning. A lot of people still saying they love the show and saying it was a good one, but it's 5 hours, so.
Yo, when you speak from the heart, man, when you speak from the heart, when you speak, what I'm saying, that what people don't like there, the truth can be uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? And again, what I mean by that is the truth of how somebody feels. It doesn't have to be the truth of what it is, but if somebody says, this is how I feel about it, I think, people got to understand everybody's entitled to that. And boxing is so primal. People going to revert back to what they know, to what they familiar with, to what they like. And then you got those that might feel like they're more objective. But the good thing about it, you know what I'm saying, is that this is the ecosystem for it. It's not a lot of platforms you could call in and speak your piece. So this is the place for it. If you got something to say it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, and if you stand your ground on your words, this is the Terror Dome. A lot of cats have said this over the years. The Terror Dome. If you call and you can't say nothing legitimately, you might get ate up. But definitely speak your truth. This is the place for it. The boxing voice.
Well said. Well said.
Word, man. Yo, Ness GTO, Davidian jumped in, LV Slugger, my bad. We was about to be out, and I think I got one more super chat too. Rolling with the Punches says, will people get to call in later to talk about Wilder? Laughing my ass off, shaking my head. I'm shameless, laughing out loud. Yeah, phone lines are open, man. Phone lines are open. We got Davidian. What up?
Hey, what's good, TBV? Mario, Micah, what's going on?
What up?
Hey.
Not much. Dang, I should go back and listen. Usually, for the majority, I listen to the morning shows, but I don't really know what happened, the whole Wilder thing. And what about I don't know. I was gonna ask about that, like the Chris Colbert thing. What's up with that? Wasn't the video taken down or something like that? Or am I mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you right.
For real? Wow, that's crazy to me. And what's up with that? That I don't really agree with. I mean, it was, his own personal opinion. I may not agree with it, but leave it up. I don't know why it was taken down. I don't get that. That's the new age stuff that I don't be understanding, I guess. I don't know. It is. Like, it don't make any sense, but I don't know. Good show. I don't really have too much to say, as I don't really agree with whatever is going on, but good show as always. Boxing Voice, and God bless you.
All right, brother.
Yo, oh, you know what? Never mind. That's all right. Go ahead.
Looking like LV Slugger.
TBV, what up? How I sound?
LV? You sound way better than ever.
All right, but on the Donaire Casimero, I forget, on that situation, man, I was definitely looking forward to it. That division is starting to grow on me, especially with, a new way down there. I was hoping to see them boys mix it up and see who's gonna come out on top of that. So hopefully, they can get that fight done. Or if they can't, Donaire can get that rematch with a new way. You know what I'm saying? And on the Spence Pacquiao tip, man, that's definitely, bad news to hear. That's one of the fights of the summer I was definitely looking forward to, man. So hopefully, that don't big fights of the summer. And I'm really looking forward to it, man. So, they need to go ahead and do that. But on the Chris Colbert, I'm definitely looking forward to the fight this weekend. Even with me being a Wilder fan I do want to see him win. I ain't got no mixed feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? He had his opinion. It's just like I said, the sucker situation is the title of it. I don't think it was just him picking a winner. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the reason why the video was down. But I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to the fight this weekend. Hopefully he can pull it out. You know what I'm saying? He can get, a world title shot. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully sometime this year. He is one of the top young ones coming up in 130. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can try for that IBF. It is vacant, or, get that tank fight one day. You know what I'm saying? But I will be tuned in. But on the earlier show, man, I just wanted to say, like, it's not my job, you know what I'm saying, as a fan, to be trying to, get down to the bottom of these accusations, to be, respect the gadget. I'm strictly as a fan, it's just my job to get ready for this fight July 24th. You know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely going down. Can't wait. And, I think all questions will be answered July 24th. 2-time.
Shout out. We got a couple super chats coming in later. I also want to announce we got Chino versus, let me see here. Oh, shit, look at Troy King posted in the Border Wars looking for the smoke. Chino versus Huang. I don't know his last name right now, but that's official. Chino accepted the fight. I just got the message. It's done deal. Super chat in the building. Refresh. Who we got? Yo, why does it sound like the music stopped? The fuck? Y'all live? Everybody there? Oh shit. I lowered the wrong fader. Damn. So YouTube ain't hear nothing I just said. Y'all heard me, but they ain't hear me. Anyway,
I heard you.
Anyway, what do we say here? We got super chats to get to. I fucking touched the wrong fader. My bad, y'all. So, my Gene Bet says Colbert versus everyone. Glove emoji. Hashtag prime time. Hashtag Lil B Hop. JP Spade says, rest in peace, Francis. Gone, but not forgotten. Yo, doors open for Francis, man. Doors open for Francis. Y'all know that. Anytime.
If I beat Jose, does... Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
If I beat Jose, does that make
apologize so much, man? Stop fucking
No, I
apologizing.
thought somebody was coming
My
on,
bad,
dog.
my bad,
Oh, my bad. Okay, go ahead.
Every time you
So
say
listen.
something, you say my bad. Nigga, yo, tell
Yo, what? Oh,
The Doomatron has been activated.
Bruh, that shit sound...
There's nothing you can do to stop him once he's been activated.
Yo, that's
fire. He got Dollar DiBiase making...
I wish you could do me some stuff like that. Oh my God, that's so cute.
He got over. Your intro's so cute. Yo, he got Dollar doing new intros and shit, bro. You need a 10. My man looking white over there.
Dude, upgraded everything.
Damn, I miss being on. How y'all
Bruh,
doing,
you got a
man?
mic? You got a mic over there?
Duma 13.
Hey, Doomy, I got you. Listen,
he got
after
a
I
mic.
beat Jose, you trainer of the year, right? Wouldn't that make Doomy's got to be trainer of the year?
That's it.
If
Listen,
I beat Jose, he took me back from 0-1 to 2-1. Yo, that's trainer of the year shit.
Let me tell you, that's for the people to decide. But I know for a fact that Jose's been sitting around, getting chunky, getting slow. So I hope he's not doing too much talking and he's doing some training, because my man Marioski ate a flower, hit my man Shoki with the fireball, and then my man had to go pay a visit to the Tooth Fairy.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So things are looking good right now for Mario, man. But Jose's a slickster. He's a mover. So you gotta be on point, Mario.
Yeah, he's a mover and groover.
Very good mover. But yeah, Doomy, what up, man? Been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I had to step too. So nah, man. Listen, I've been taking on a new job, new responsibilities, but just trying to get a handle on the schedule, man. That was the main thing. So now I've gotten a little bit of a handle on that schedule. So I'll be looking forward to being on with y'all, man, a lot more.
Yeah, man. Atlanta, bro. We all in Atlanta. Finally, we'll meet again. It's been since Watertown on June 12th. Last time we've all been in the same place. So we'll be in Atlanta July 16th for the Southpaw Promotions and TriStar Promotions. Amari Jones is on that card and Mac Truck. But yeah, we get to be together again. I'm going to try and do a better job. I did a horrible job the first time commentating. I feel like...
champ. You were good. We just had a little...
Dog, I called out the main event, man. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? You never see Sergio Mora get so mad. He's like, fucking put me in the ring with him. Like, it was crazy, man. I just seen like, yo, why are you not fighting this guy? Like... Why has he got 2 belts? You can easily take them shits. That's all that was running through my head, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, now I'm going to try and do better. I'm going to try and be a commentator, and that's it this time around. So I'm looking forward. Plus, it's back-to-back, man. Two times. So, yeah, that should be something new and fun. What's my man name from Washington? It's Jordan Carter.
Stupendous.
Jordan, because Mario never update numbers no more. He know
Bruh,
I got
we talking about updating everybody.
You know I got photographic
Hey,
memory.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's how he do me. But let's go to Jordan Carter. What up?
Y'all done forgot about a nigga that quick. I just called in.
That was Mario.
No. Damn, Mario. You catch a W, now you falling off your shit.
Listen, this beyond me.
Look, I caught the show this morning. That shit was good. That was hella entertaining. I had a buzz. I tried to call in. Hello?
Yep. Happy you enjoyed it, champ. You there?
Jordan.
Phone drop off.
What the fuck is wrong?
Oh, there you go. We hear
Hello?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, Nick. Yeah, I caught the show this morning. I was trying to call in on Tyson Fury show. Look, when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, he gonna sing "Sweet Home Alabama" in the middle of the ring. Wait, no, they gonna be changing this too.
That'd be dope.
All right, bro, be easy.
All right.
But no, that's all I was calling to say. Pretty much, y'all be easy.
You too.
You too.
Nini.
Juan in the BX.
Toma.
Yes, sir. Toma. Yo, what's good, Doomy? ¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Good, Mario. Good.
What up?
Yo.
Alright. Finally, Doomy's come back. And so have I. To let this Rudy Poo jackass know who called last that ain't gonna be no sweet Alabama from Fury's ass. Gonna be Wilder burying his ass under the damn ring like the Undertaker did once upon a time. So my dude, I hope you're still listening, and I hope you can hear, because you don't have to be blind to see what I'm about to say. Because I'm gonna punch you in your face if you want to join Border Wars any day. Yeah. Yo, do me. Let them know how we do. Hit that shit one more time for my crew.
Why he rapping though?
Toma, puñeta.
Spoken word from the back of the bodega.
My man out here rapping and shit. Right?
Shout out to Juan from the BX.
Shout out to Juan, dog. I mean,
It doesn't matter what you think.
you should have had the Rock. What would he say? He would say, "Finally, the Rock has come back to TBV."
Go away. Go back to the docks where you belong.
We got Reggie St. Louis. What up?
Yeah, what up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up, y'all? What's up, Mario? Good win on your boxing match. Michael K, the queen of boxing. Yeah, I mean,
hey,
what's happening?
Peace,
What's up?
peace, Jack.
Doing me right?
Yeah, what up, champion?
Hey, y'all. I heard the show earlier when y'all boy, it was lit, man. That was a good show, Ness. A lot of people reviewed it. Yeah. Hey, I also want to talk about, Charlo got a fight coming up on my birthday. Okay, what's his name? Castellano? July 17th?
Yep.
Jamel Charlo? Yeah, that's going to be I'm going with Charlo, that's for sure, yeah. Yeah, man, on that Wilder thing, though, man, I got Wilder winning, man. I just like his style, and he's a good boxer. He ain't going to be playing in that ring this time. For sure. So, yeah, I'm picking Wilder going on that one.
Reggie, did you say you were going to be in the building for Charlo?
No, I'm not. I'm
it's
just
just your
picking
birthday.
him to win.
Got it.
Yeah. It's my birthday, yeah. So I'll be watching that fight for sure. Definitely.
All
Me and
right.
my brother, he's a big time boxer, yeah.
That's
yeah, he fought in, my brother fought in the amateurs back in the 70s. So, yeah.
How old are you turning, Reggie, if you don't mind me asking?
Hold on, what?
How old are you going to be turning?
62.
Damn,
That's
big,
what's up.
big
Oh,
champ,
yeah.
big
I
champ.
grew up on I grew up on Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier and all of them when they used to come on ABC. I was living in Chicago at the time. So, I'm an old time boxer viewer.
So you've been following the sport for a long time, Reggie.
Long time, yeah. I know the ins and outs of it. Yeah, so I know good fighters and bums and So yeah. Hey, speaking about Muhammad Ali, hey, ESPN ran the report that his grandson is turning pro.
Yeah,
Did y'all know that?
Nico. Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
Nico Ali. Yeah,
We
so I'm
reported
waiting
on
for his
that.
debut. Y'all reported on that?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. I even missed the show then. Yeah, that's what I heard. It said Muhammad Ali grandson. So look forward to hearing that. But that's all I wanted to say, man.
All right.
Yeah, I hope to be at Border Wars this time. Yeah. So
In
I missed the
Wisconsin?
last one. In Wisconsin, yeah. I'm trying to make that, man.
Oh, that
That's
would be
what's up.
amazing, man.
Yeah, so how do I go about getting tickets and all, trying to get in
we will be announcing the tickets shortly. At the moment, we aren't, we don't have the physical tickets just yet because we're still working out what is going to be the amount of people. We got to do the seating. But we will be having that information out. Please follow us on our Facebook group page where you can stay up to date. I actually just created an event for it, and I'm posting a lot on Facebook. It's shout out to Jordan Baker. It's so much easier. He was right. Not only to receive video, but for people to see it just makes, more sense. So let me...
okay. Well, I didn't know if you still got callers. I wanted to make one last point before I go.
Go for it.
Word, go for it.
So regarding the show this morning, like I said, I'm not going to go deep into detail. I just wanted to say this to Ness and Mario. A lot of people don't understand even what Ness is doing. It is not easy to do what you're doing. So I just wanted to say salute to you, regardless of whatever anybody say. This is coming from me. I'm being genuine. It's not because you just allowed me on the show, because I know at times we might agree to disagree, because it is a very... I didn't even realize, even though I covered boxing, it was a situation dealing with LeBron back in the day that was very severe. But this boxing, especially dealing with the Wilder topic, has been really, really severe. It's a lot to go into it. It's a lot to deal with. And I just wanted to tell, Ness, make sure, I know you have people, you have your, like I said, just your girlfriend or your wife, whatever, but you need to make sure, keep doing what you're doing. Let you know that there is people behind you. God has you. The scriptures, the Bible, once again, I quote that. I go deep. I know sometimes say I'm going off the deep end. If God is for you, who can be against you? If you feel that you are doing what's right in your heart, make sure that you continue to do it. And if you are doing it and you're being fair and balanced, it's about journalism. It's about getting that stuff out, getting that content out. Now, that's not to say, because people might take my words, there's certain things that we might not see eye to eye on. And I also love about the show that we can disagree, because me being a woman, sometimes dealing with men, they can disagree with me and they get very angry with me. They will unfollow me. I have had mean things. This is not an easy job for any of us to come on and state our opinion, because people will come for you or whatever. So once again, I see even with Troy coming on, I saw certain points. For certain people, it might have went over their head. But I also wanted to say prayers to Troy, because I can tell he's going through a lot. He said he was going through a lot. And as a black man, there are certain things that he's going through. And I understood certain things that he said too. But I still wanted to say, even with Ness, because this world that we live in is very harsh, and it can try to destroy you and crush you, especially when you are trying to do what's right and you feel in your heart that you genuinely did not do anything wrong. I am, like I said, certain things is for men. That's men talk. I don't know all the situation that happened with Wilder, but I pray one day that even you and Wilder can come together and be able to work out whatever it was that, whatever went on, that you guys can handle that situation. I'm not going to place myself, once again, that's man talk. I don't know certain things. Is not for me to speak on all the way, because that's not for me, because I don't know everything. But I just wanted to say that over, on the Boxing Voice right now, because this really is something that is not easy. And like I said before, when you're dealing with politics, when you're dealing with race, when you're dealing with people, it is so much that goes on, with it. It's very layered, and you have to really be mindful of what you're saying and speaking. And that's why I said I am going to be slow to speak on this situation until I feel like I'm even comfortable talking about it all the way. But I just want to say, I'm always appreciative, even for you, Ness, to even allow me to come on this show. That's why I said it's still, I feel, I still don't know you, but I still feel you are a good person. You allowed a black woman to come on this show to talk, to speak her mind. And what I like is that with the boxing voice, you're able to voice your opinion. That's what you said earlier. Even if we disagree with one another, because I know it might get real later in the future. Ness might even disagree with me, or we'll have words. But I feel like if we love this sport, we passionate, we supposed to be able to come together, unify, and then be done afterwards. We can debate, but it can be a respectful debate where we still can get along afterwards. There's a lot of stuff where people are controlling the powers that be. You can't have an opinion. It's certain things that's going on. It's still supposed to be able to where we supposed to be able to disagree and still go past it, and be respectful about certain things. So it's certain things I'm seeing on both sides. But I'm done for now.
Salute.
Yeah, salute, man. Thank you again. We still got some callers coming in. Looking like
yeah.
We actually did go to all right, so AJ in Fresno.
Hey, what's going on there? I just jumped on here. Is it a phone already with Donaire and Casimero?
Is it done? You're saying?
No, like is it a for sure thing? It ain't going down.
Yeah, it's off for now.
Yeah, for now, it looks like that way. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it look like the whole VADA thing caught up with it thing, huh?
Yeah, that happens, man.
The whole VADA testing and shit.
Yeah, that plus he says that the words were directed at his wife from MP Promotions CEO or whatever, Sean Gibbons, longtime manager in the sport. Yeah.
Yeah, I caught waiting on that. I didn't get the whole story on it, but damn, that's bad. Oh well. I mean, hey, on to the next with that. What about so Spence and Pac ain't happening either, then, huh?
Well, that's not yet dead.
Yeah.
They have filed an injunction, and it looks like Manny's going to be sued for upwards to 8 figures, which part of that is the $3 million that they gave him as a signing bonus or something, or maybe in advance that he's not paid back. So,
yeah,
but that's not done yet.
All right. Well, hey, there's a little bit of hope on that. Also, keep my arms crossed on that.
Definitely.
Oh well, hey, y'all be easy. That's my call.
All right.
Thanks, brother. Yo, you see, Enrique? Is that Enrique that jumped on?
All right.
It is Enrique that jumped on.
Cash Nash.
He mashes.
Wheezy.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab, use my fundamentals. As you saying, like boxing voice. Because if he comes to fight, then I'm gonna have to look for him.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yo, what up? Y'all hear me?
What up?
You loud and clear, champ.
What up?
Enrique, what up?
Yeah, I'm. What up, y'all?
Yo, is that
up,
my
dude?
man Reed?
In a minute.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, how you been, doggy?
Right. Yeah, man, I've been well. I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to say, great interview on Fight Hype. Hands down, your style is evolvedness. Like, I watched all of them. I was shocked on one of them because, sometimes I get chimed in from Fight Hype because I'm a subscriber to theirs, and I have my notifications, as I also have on TBV, the Box Voice. But your interviews are more like conversations. I'm sure people have, complimented you and all that. But, yeah, man, I was entertained, man. As far as Chris Colbert, that conversation, that shit is like, I'm sure you heard this and everybody heard this. That's regular conversation in boxing, you know what I mean? Like, people say bad things about other fighters, fighter A and B. But I enjoyed that interview, and that was pretty much it. I'm going to tune in and watch that fight. Otherwise, I'm still working out here, man. And I wish I was with y'all. So
sure,
while I'm napping in my car, I was like, while I'm napping in my car right now, I'm like, damn. Let me tune into the boxing voice. I got a good 28 minutes of it, and I'll again entertainment, man. Boxing entertainment. You got it. You got it.
You the champ, man. We miss you
You
around
champ.
these parts, man.
Yeah, man. I'll be there
right.
one day.
All right,
Welcome back,
legendary
Doomsday.
baby.
Miss you too.
Yeah, my brother,
Legendary
man.
baby, and
Hope
I'm out.
everything's going fly for you, brother.
Just flying.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah. We fly high, no lie.
No lie, you know this.
Yo, Coach Myers, boomer. Did we ever go to Jerron Wolf? Louisiana?
No, we did not.
Boomerang, Coach
Yeah,
Myers.
he
If
been
not,
waiting.
we going to Jerron. What up, Boomerang, Coach Myers? What up?
Dang, he said me.
Huh?
Yo, Coach. You coming
Yo.
down, right, champion?
Who that? Doomatron? All right, I'm here. Doomatron.
Yeah, you ain't no champion?
I thought you were tired or something, man.
Nah, man, never that.
Yeah, I'll be up there next week, up in Elizabeth, y'all stomping grounds. But yeah, definitely text me so we could get up. But besides that, good show, Ness. Keep it going.
All right. Yo, you know the main event in the car in Atlanta, Rodell Mays, he lost to the dude Mack Truck is fighting. So the main event, yeah, the main event who only got like one loss is to the dude Mack fighting. Mack stepping up right here, fighting.
He's stepping up
Jason
for real.
Booth.
Yo,
I think it's Booth.
did you see Mack's viral video of him knocking his sparring partner down with the crisp hook? And then my man turned around and looked at the camera just like this. Just like that. Like, you know it. That's what I do.
So it was another one because I seen one yesterday where he hit him to a body shot, then left hook and dropped the dude.
Oh! Yeah, and he fell into the corner, right? Yeah, it was the body shot to the left hook. Yeah, and it sent him to the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you didn't see him, and then listen, it was real sparring. That was not a setup bullshit TikTok Jake Paul shit. That was real. He was just in the perfect place at the perfect time, bro. Fucking hits him, right? Literally, it's like, bah! And he turns around, he's like straight at the camera. Like, he knew exactly where it was. This dude is a natural-born showman, okay? He just, like, they talk about it. I wish was on. They talk about it in wrestling, right? Know where the hard cam is. Because when you know where the hard cam is, when you doing your thing, like, you know where you got to look the best. Like, my man just instinctively knew that camera was there. Like, he just knocked this dude down and in a split second turns around and just, man, it was hilarious. Y'all go to Mack Truck's IG and check that video out. It's it's short, but it's funny. Or, it's cool.
I don't know, but dude don't look like a heavyweight. Just keeping it 100.
Yeah, who don't look like a heavyweight?
I mean, you ain't watching his tape. This dude looks very small. I'm gonna have to ask Matt.
Smart partner.
Ask the Matt. I'm like, come on, man. Who is that dude?
He's heavyweight because he's like 207.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably
about
supposed
to come
to be
off
fast.
his shoulders off that left hook.
Yo, Mack hit him with the perfect land. Yo, that left hook that landed right on the button. Look at it. Just look at it. It lands right on the button. Look.
Yo, look at him. Look at him. Look at the camera.
Look at the torque he gets into that punch. Look. Look, he torques with his right hand like he's throwing his right hand and then whack. Oh my God.
Bruh, my man fell so far into that corner.
Oh,
so far.
He fell
You know what I heard? You know what I heard when I saw that?
What?
You know what Big say? You know that ain't right. His face was just like, you know what I mean? Like walk-off home run. Like, yeah,
Word.
I did that.
Yeah, that's exact. Yo, yeah, I did that.
Earthquake said Mac out here sleeping junior middleweights.
He's terrible,
my
man.
Jimbe. What up, my Jimbe? You rocking out?
Chill.
My Jimbe. Well, why every time I say his name, I just want to go into the full Lion King. Like, my Jimbe way, my Jimbe way. Ooh.
Is that how it went?
No,
How you?
it's
Nah,
a Wimbo way.
he added an A.
It's a Wimbo way, but I'm just like,
oh yeah, damn. It sounds so close. I thought that was legit.
Yo, you know who I think about when I hear my Yimbe? I think about Peoples from Shaft.
For Shaft? Nah,
Yeah.
I think of Peoples from Shaft when I think about the IBF because my man's name is literally Daryl Peoples.
Oh yeah, that is.
I don't know how nobody's ever written a story on that. Like he's literally Shaft's nemesis and shit, right? Or is he Shaft, right? Who's Daryl Peoples in the movie?
Nah, it was the nemesis.
Oh, all right, well there you go. But wasn't he Dominican in the movie?
Yeah, he's from the Heights.
Yeah, you wore the suit.
El Alto Manhattan.
Oh, never mind. I'm not talking about the movie, I guess.
Call you the show.
The show is. Yo, I was like
anybody
big,
on
like,
Blog Talk we haven't gone to because you haven't pressed numero uno. I see a Canadian number. That ain't Jose though.
Hey, Doomy, when Coach Myers comes see you, got to take him through primetime chicken, man. Y'all got to get some of that chicken, baby.
Oh yeah, primetime chicken, man. I've heard so many things about it. I mean, and I haven't even been there yet, bro. So I'm gonna try to see if I stop by.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Chris Colbert. For those that don't know, Chris Colbert got a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, in Jersey, you know what I mean? Garfield, New Jersey, primetime chicken. Yo, the chicken is slamming, bro. It's slamming, yo.
Damn,
go ahead and check him out. Entrepreneur shit. I like that.
Yo, that was Jose, Ness.
It was Jose?
What?
Yeah, that was Jose.
That's a new number, isn't it?
You are a horrible fight, man. You never gonna get the fight, man.
Damn, bro. But he gave it to Mario.
And no, it was
popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain code Norway. Shorty wants that.
Yo, boys, what's going on?
What up?
What up, Jose?
What up? Yo, is Doomy there?
Trainer of the year? Yeah, trainer of the year here.
Yo, Doomy, man. Doomy, are you going to be coaching Mario in my fight against him?
Bro, you know it's happening, man. It's happening. It's happening.
I was telling
I've been coaching Mario for a little bit already. He's part of the stable.
Man. I'm already 2-0. I'm 2-0 against you, bro. Let's make it 3, baby.
Yeah, I'm fighting for Doomy's oh man, it's all in line. You shouldn't have said that, Jose. You should. You just put another log on the fire.
Let's do it, man. You got to bring your parents this time, man. Come on, your boy's coming over. Will.
Jose, can you walk me through? Can you walk me through what happened? Like, how'd your girl decide she was gonna fight Mario's girl?
You know what it is, man? To be honest, she's just on a different level right now. It's about getting known, right? Like, I told her, you can't pass up the stage. It's the stage, right? Like,
you
that's
guys right. Because she's doing her lives. That's true. Listen, he's right.
Okay.
He's right, man. Get her name out there. Start putting her social media. She could be calling in. She'll get a shitload of followers, man. It's true.
Yo, my girl's starting a podcast too.
Maybe even actually, she said she's gonna interview Mario's wife. That'd be fun, man.
Oh, that would be dope.
You know, it's you never know, man. Like, you know, maybe other women podcasts will pick them up. Like, you know, there's a famous saying in business: it's known is better than best. So,
You breaking up tremendously right now, son. What's going on?
Okay, I would say. Can you hear me better now?
Way better.
I was saying the saying in business goes like this: best known is better than best. You know, being known is the best equity you can have. because the more known you are, man, the better things are going to be. So she can't pass up the stage. She might get an ass whooping, man. Maybe, but still, like the opportunity is too great to pass up, right? So we're doing it.
That's what's up, man. I like it. I love it.
And we're going to promote this thing, man. We're going to promote this badass. We're going to do it. Mario's a great promoter. His wife has a lot better street talk shit than Mario does, right? So she's going to bring it, I'm sure. So, are you not entertained?
Yeah, she definitely has more. She came on and said she's knocking your girl out, though. And she's actually got the weight.
You know what?
Are you not worried that she has the weight to really knock out your girl?
That's what I was thinking, like.
Worst case scenario, I'm still a young man. I can find a new one. It's not that big of a deal, right?
Yo, who's the A side? Who's the A side? Is
you know what? To be honest, it's got to. I think the Canadians are going to be the A side, man. Like the fact that she's taking the fight makes her the A side.
Yeah, I think he's right.
But
honestly,
real,
because
man.
I feel like she should dictate the terms, you know what I mean, because of the disadvantage. So,
I mean, why not put? Whoa, champ! You need to dial down your board. Why not put a weight clause on your girl? This way, it's about weight too.
There's only 2 months away though, Ness. Like, there's only so much difference that could actually be.
Ain't nobody asking her to lose 100 pounds or 60 pounds or 40 or 20. I'm just saying you could still give her a weight loss goal to fit the theme.
For sure. I think that works. And Jose, you had said 18-ounce gloves, right?
Yeah, I think 18-ounce gloves and full cage, right? Like, and they're good, right? Like with the nose bar, and then at the end of the day,
we put the nose
seen
bar
it. Like
on them.
in border wars, in border wars, it's hard to knock somebody out, man. And let's keep it real. Like women, they still are strong, but they don't know how to throw a proper punch. No offense.
You sexist, man. Don't be saying that shit in front of Michael K, man. You Canadian sexist, man.
In the way that
What is wrong with this guy, man? You kidding me?
What's wrong with him?
Novice women probably are gonna. Well, who knows, man? Maybe Mario's woman's got some good power, man.
Mario's
maybe I've seen Mario. Yeah.
Yo, when I ain't taking it light on it either.
Sparring partner, then, man. She's got weak sparring, then, man.
Yo, he said he sparred Rebecca, but I was like, oh yeah, you ain't knocking her out either. Then I guess.
Super chat for Jose.
No,
man, you just tossed your boo like that? Laughing out loud emoji, dead skull emoji.
You know what, man? Like I said, you got to take your opportunities when they present themselves. When will she ever have an opportunity to plug into your tens of millions of views that you've had on all time on your channel? How could you pass it up? If you're a business person, passing up an opportunity like that is foolish. Regardless of the consequences, you take that chance, no matter what.
Not only that, but you should tell her to bring her equipment and do a sit-down with the future mayor of Watertown, Wisconsin, and how he's an entrepreneur and a multi-business. I mean, he's got an axe-throwing business, an arcade business. He's got a bar. He's got his hands in everything. So, as an entrepreneurial podcast, she could just bring some equipment, do an on-site interview, get more content. Content. It's king.
Absolutely, man. So there you go, man. We're going to make it there, and we're excited, man. You know what? You're going to be hearing a lot of me now, man. A lot of me. You guys are going to hear me so much, man.
Well,
I just realized I'm up in the content of this program, man. It's fun to have El Loco back, El Loco.
Do you know what everybody
man.
says?
He brings the show. And do me, you listen to me, do me. I won't get in the ring with you because I respect you too much. But you know what? I'm going to beat your ass when you're the coach, man. I'm going to make you take that L.
One shot.
Yo, you can't even win on the soundbite. Hey, man, one shot is all Logan Paul needed, too. But that one shot never came,
This is true, but you ain't no Mayweather.
We'll see, man.
All right.
Absolutely not.
Compared to you,
Absolutely not.
Let me get to Suleiman the Scholar. Talk to me.
Yeah, how you doing, Ness? Yeah, I think Chris Colbert, he got this good fight coming up, and I applaud him for wanting to fight good quality opponent, not like these other prima donna old fighters that everybody's hyping up. I think he should be elevated to the $1 million purse fight just for his desire and to fight the best and fight the best in the division. I think that title that Gervonta Davis has in that division should be put up because he's right now an interim champion, and he could be able to defend that belt against the second tier fighter champion Roger Gutierrez. That division is stocked up with talent right now and ex-champions. I think that he should be elevated right now to $1 million purses and get the opportunity to unify with the other fighters. He has the charisma. He has the ability. I would like to see him given a chance like a Floyd Mayweather that everybody's mentioning in the show. Somebody got to make moves like that. This is a good, talented fighter that should be given a chance to be the ambassador of the boxing, professional boxing at this time. Thank you for giving me your time and your show, and God bless. Thank you.
All right, brother. Suleiman the Scholar, thanks for calling in. Ashley Mongia, what's up?
Man, I wish this was a wrestling tag team match so I could take a shot at that mofo. One, how are you going to toss his girl out like that? He's going to toss his girl like I would toss her out of the ring. He's just like, I could get a new one. Oh, okay. Right? And then, how are you going to say, I ain't got the power to punch. Man. Oh, you might get another knockout right after Mario knocks you out.
Yo, they
Don't
said
come
they want
at
you
me,
to wear
buddy.
18-ounce
Don't come
gloves.
at me. I'm like Bishop. I got the Lord on my side. We going at it.
Let's go.
Sir Bishop's going to be on my prayer team. I want Sir Bishop to bless me, please. He's a David. He out there fighting Goliath. Nobody even knew he could do that. I need him on my prayer team. But yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's promote it. Come on. If you want a new wife, I guess we'll put you a single that too. I guess put you on Tinder.
Yo, you talking
Stupendous.
Very saucy right now.
She's a better salesperson than you, brother.
Yo, she had like 2-3 days training. Like,
hey, are you not entertained? Guys, come on.
She's a natural.
Nah, I believe we getting that win together, right?
Jose, you there, Jose?
Yo, my dear, Mrs. Mongia, you know what? You talk good on the phone. We'll see what happens. You know what's going to happen, though? I just want to tell you one thing. This is much love and much respect. I'm going to fight after you and my wife fight. And I promise, every punch, every finger, every glove you lay on her, I'm going to do 10 times worse to your man. So we're going to see what happens. I'm telling you. I'm okay giving the weight advantage away. It's fine. But ultimately, you hurt my girl, I'm going to have to hurt your man real bad. So just going to have to keep that in mind. Right? So we'll
there
see.
ain't nothing you can do to Mario that's even going to matter. I'm going to buy
hey, you know what?
shirt for that front tooth of yours.
Well, you're going to be in the ring, and you're going to be thinking about that because you're gonna think one thing: what's going to happen to my man after this fight? And that's going to worry you.
I ain't worried about it. My man, I know my man. I know my man.
She says she knows.
So I'm not worried about
man.
it.
You know what?
I knock out
We're going to see what happens.
Keep on.
Ultimately,
see, here's the difference. Here's the difference. I'm just going to be humble. I'll just be quiet. You can talk all you want because that's all you got. You got big game talk. That's all you got. Bring it, though. Come on.
You're trying to take my
Bring the
fight
action
down.
behind it.
You know what? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to make an example of Mario just so that next time, when you talk of fighters, you mention me, not Bishop. I don't want to hear Bishop's name. I want to hear you say a local because that's who you're going to respect and admire after what I do to your husband happens. There's going to be no choice but to always look to me to be the new idol of the family,
He dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Good Lord. You're just a mouthful, man. I can't handle all of that talk. You're just too much.
You know what? That was.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Mouthful was Mario's nickname in high school. The mouthful. So
they said yours was
Mario's
the
gonna
asshole,
get
so I don't know why you got it, but
You guys are terrible.
You know what? It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Like I said, what happens is going to happen. And here's the one thing I say, you've got to understand, both my wife and I, we're supreme athletes, She's an athlete. You're not going to be able to catch her. You know, you may have certain advantages, but at the end of the day, skill is what's going to determine who wins that match. Like I said, you don't have the ability to throw a proper punch. I put that on paper, and I'll sign that right now.
You know what my biggest motivator in the world is? People that doubt me. So keep on doubting me.
Good,
Come on.
good.
You're just fueling my fire, baby.
My biggest motivation is already knowing the truth, and I'm telling you, you're going to bring everything. And that's why I love this. It's truly the unwinnable match. That's what we're both fighting people that have supreme strength, supreme advantage, and at the end of the day, they're both going to get beat, and they're going to get beat convincingly and easily. So I'm excited. Like, you know, you're truly a competitor. I like you. I like you a lot. You're very cool. You know, you're going to bring a lot to this promotion. And like, you know, all shit talk aside, I'm very happy for the opportunity, and you know, I'm excited. So we'll see what happens. You know, things will probably get more heated up in weeks and months from now. But you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to square off in the ring, all of us, the four of us, right? And we'll see what happens.
You're right.
Joint press conference.
You're right. I'm excited for this opportunity. I'm excited to bring women to the ring for TCV. I'm excited to be one of the first to do that, win or lose. I talk a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, I'm humble. You know, if I lose, I lose. That's how it is. And y'all may not like that. That may not be for good ratings, but, you know, that's how it is, right? So let's stick with the main point of bringing women into border wars. That's what this is all about for me. So let's just stick with that, and let's keep it up. Let's have fun.
Let's do it, but
and let the best woman win.
May the best woman win, but don't forget one thing. You do have the advantage. You have everything to lose and nothing to gain. You're fighting a small, petite, older woman. So if you can't beat her, you know, you're going to have to be working in our corner, carrying our belt to the ring, you know? You've got to win this. If you don't,
if I can't beat her, all I'm going to do is train harder for the next border wars, and we can have a rematch.
Dang, okay. Good attitude. I like
that.
All right.
Say it that way. How about that?
That's the champ mentality, right?
All right, I love that. All right, but much love and much respect to the two of you guys, and we'll see you guys.
More shit talking later, bud. Talk shit to you later.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Stupendous.
So listen, man, if you want to follow that conversation along, don't forget to join us on our Border Wars Facebook, where you can find, Ashley and Rebecca both on there, and obviously this is their face-off. They'll be fighting each other, and there's plenty of other content. This is the new heavyweight that will be facing Chino, who sells 43 tickets. He sold 43 tickets last Border Wars. This heavyweight is now saying he'll be selling about 50 tickets. So Chino took this fight.
Say what?
He said, listen, man, 4 people in my team I went to. 2 said take it. 2 said don't take it. I think I can take him. This dude's 330 pounds, but he's never fought. But obviously, you see what you see. He's throwing some big bombs. Is he going to have the stamina? Chino put together the game plan. Pop the jab. Move, Don't just be a target for this guy. This is a good fight. Hawk, Maryland, what up? We still looking for a pro for Troy. Yeah.
So, hello, you got me?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I heard the good words of wisdom today. Sucker, ducker, motherfucker. Until this day. Hey, man, I love the show earlier, boss. My goodness, I love the show. Say what you mean and mean what you say and stand on it. No question. Man, but your boy, which is Chris Colbert, right? Man, I tell you, he got more publicity for this fight. He better do good. Because he got a whole lot of publicity for this fight. Because he go out there and lose this fight, dog. Oh, my goodness. He got to do good in this fight. That's all I got to say. He got to do good in this fight. But great show. She got everybody on the panel. Was up to everybody. And, shoot, man, I just called in to tell you, keep up the good work. I've been listening to you all day. Your shit is all over the place, man. Everybody, like, all of those shows got you going, boss. And, very few people are saying anything bad about you, bro. Except for, the call-ins. But all of the people on the shows, yeah, they all cool. Anyway, man, you stick to what you supposed to stick to, bro. You ain't did nothing wrong, man. You ain't did nothing wrong. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Anyway, have a great day and a great show, bros. I'm out.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Shit, somebody's lighting up some fireworks down the street.
The queen about to go. All right, I'm about to tap into my basketball. Salute TBB fam. Just wanted to let y'all know once again, Afternoon Sports Slay. More content on the way. I'm out.
All right. Real quick.
They gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
I just want to re-announce main event. Jose all the way from Canada taking on Mario right here. Panelist, Corpus Christi's biggest left hand in Border Wars. We have Tank, 2-belt Tank vacating cruiserweight titles and fighting for the vacant 175-pound belt. Tank versus Anthony Edwards is back in effect as a rematch to a fight that was as a fight that has been rescheduled for a rematch. Keem taking on Vega. Vega from Texas had the fight of the year with Matt Machine Gun. Keem coming off his loss to the champ Marvin. Jordan
90 seconds.
2-0. Jordan 2-0. 2 KOs. And Showkid say, yo, y'all think I'm soft because Mario knocked me out? Nah. I want one of the biggest punches in Border Wars again. Give me Jordan. They going down. They fighting. Jordan moving up a little bit. I know they going to meet somewhere. I think 168. Jordan was pretty light for his last fight with Twin in Orlando. He was in like 157, so we'll see what happens.
60 seconds.
Kid was like at weight with his boots on. Like my man was fully dressed and
he was
still
like
cut
170
weight.
something though.
What you mean?
He was 170 something, Show Kid.
Yeah, but he had his boots on.
Yeah, but
he
I'm
had
saying
his...
Jordan coming up.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I think that Showkid could lose that weight. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think he's gonna be all right. I don't think it's gonna be like a fat camp or nothing. I don't think he struggles to lose it. And honestly, I feel like Jordan's okay if he comes in a little lighter, even like a little more lighter than he probably wants. I think he's still okay in the fight though.
Look, the dude I offered your wife to
10 seconds.
And let me tell you, your wife getting lucky because she's got the weight advantage, so there will be no intimidation on her part, and instead she'll be the one intimidating. But the girl that I arm wrestled was one of the options. I wanted the bar owner's wife and partner, Misty. I felt that was a better off visual, but Misty. I also wanted Misty because I felt like because of her background in jiu-jitsu, if she was way better than your girl, she could dial it down because she'd be rolling.
Got it.
She'd be rolling.
What was the girl that you arm wrestled? His name?
I don't know, but that's Joshua Lang's girl, and he still want her to rock. The thing is, I offered him the fight.
Who?
I offered him your wife to, and he was like,
what?
She got an arm wrestling contest around that time, so he was like he didn't know, but I guess he found out, and now
she looked like way too much of an athlete.
Yeah, and that's what I said. You got lucky. I said y'all got lucky because she is now not an option, but now available as an option for someone else, and she's a very intimidating woman.
We working out a deal to get her signed to Supermex Promotions, but until that happens, I would be like her, you know what I'm saying, advisor. And that she is not to play with. She's like a real athlete. Like you could tell, she. But and it's not just luck. Rebecca for real is
you should have
balls taking that fight.
You got to think about it, Mario. You yourself were under a misconception about weights and muscles, remember?
No, you're right.
So just because she got biceps and arm wrestles don't
but
mean
it wasn't
she could
just
fight.
That she looked like an athlete. Like
Don't
she
mean
was
could
very
fight,
fit.
Don't mean she could fight though. Just
don't mean she could fight. You're right.
Well, you know what, too, Mario. You got a lot of advantage in this game right here. You got Doomy playing Luigi. You know what I'm saying? You got your wife. You got your wife playing Princess Toadstool, and Jose's gonna have to be King Koopa. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
throwing some fucking turtle shells at you, B. You gonna
Right.
be alright though. You know what I'm saying?
He like he's like King Koopa's like nerdy. The one you play in level 1, like that's who that man is. But you're right, and it's gonna be cool to be there with her. You know what I'm saying? Like to do it together. Like, man, honestly, this is the worst thing that could have happened for Jose. You know, it's a great opportunity for our girls to get in there, but it's the worst opportunity. It's the worst thing for him. I'm gonna be so much more prepared. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Joshua Lang, stop saying you saw.
My bad,
I'm
Marcus,
cutting
you're right,
you
you're right.
off. What the fuck?
I'm never gonna fucking apologize to your ass again.
Don't, man. You fucking
Never.
crazy. Yo, Joshua
Lang.
Joshua Lang, who is the wife of the arm wrestler. Please tell us you know her name. He said we still in negotiation. Dog, you lost the fight, champ. But the super chat said, hold the phone, Ness. She's not out 100% yet, but that's what I'm saying. But Mario's wife took a fight, so it's too late. Now if your wife wants to fight, we got to find her an opponent now.
Which was not as hard as I thought it would be, so.
I told you, it's not hard, man. It's not hard. But listen, back to the card. Let me screen share and get straight through this. I'm sorry. So we got Donaire Fernandez in a rematch he really wanted with Malik Johnson. Shout out to Donaire. Super Mex in a rematch that he really wanted with Santiago. Shout out to Mex coming back off of a knockout. Elias coming back after the loss to Mitty versus James, who lost to our version of Islandri Laura. Smoke him out, Jay, the boogeyman of the division, and Sean Jones going at it. Second time this fight's been scheduled. Sean clearly wanting to show the community there is no boogeyman other than himself. Chino, also in the heavyweight division, taking on Huang, who I just showed you. Big dog. I mean, imagine if Smoke 'em Out makes Sean a believer by beating him, and Juan beats Chino. It's the battle of the 300-pound heavyweights, live on TBV, Border Wars 13. Corey Frank is not official. Any fight with an emoji next to it means it's not official and in the works, and anybody with an emoji means they don't have a fight yet. Coach Myers and Jason Hotsey, they've been talking to possibly do something. Sir Isaac looking for anything at 135 and 140. We also got other fighters. Hit us up if there's any interest. We're looking to get everybody matched up. We going out to King Born in Brooklyn. What up?
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your
Hey, Ness, man. Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
The other King, what up, brother, man? We trying to hit you up, but I know you on some busy Izzy shit. Here's how it's going down, man. King Tug fight, right? I look at this shit like this, man. This man, Colbert, says some wild shit. Now, everybody is expecting him to lose, right? So, are we going to see one of Chris Colbert's best performances against King Tug, who is not a bum, who is the great nephew of Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan? You know, the Mongolian. You know, Mongolian dudes, right? And the other thing too, man, like, I don't think Boxing Boys fans, live chat family understand. Do y'all know what's going down in July? Besides, look, next week we got an ill fight July 10th on the zone, right? I forgot who them dudes is, but y'all know July 14th, 17th we got Undisputed, right? 24th we got Wilder Fury. We got F.A. Ajaba, Frank Sanchez. We got Kawanaki, Hellenius. And do y'all know the last day, you know, of course, the last day we got the Coffee Man, Michael Light Coffee versus Gerald Washington. July is jam-packed. So we gotta honor it. We gotta hype these fights up, man. But like I said, y'all, these fights, it's here. July, it's 1st of July.
Wilder Fury only 3 weeks away. Can y'all believe that? Finally, we gonna see what it is. And for all the Wilder maniacs, the Wildens, the Wildanias from the country of Wilder, gotta do it. He gotta do it. I got Wilder all the way, but Fury coming in on some Fat Albert shit, 300, trying to like bogart him, trying to like put the. It's like a truck hitting a car. Something gonna give, but if Wilder is that like, you know, that car that can get out the way and dip and dodge and shit.
He a freight train. What you talking about? Woo woo!
But listen,
My boy was about to pass out. You see him? He lucky as hell. He kept it.
This is real, y'all. So I'm trying to tell everybody, man, Boxing Voice, your next, man. You the hardest. You the James Brown of boxing. You the hardest working man on these boxing YouTube shit, man. Peace.
King Bond, thank you. We going out to real quick. We got a bunch of super chats we gonna get to. We last left off at JD Spades, and we're going to
says R.I.P. Francis. Coughing emoji, gone but not forgotten.
Yeah, we got
the next one coming in. Says and it's by Rolling with the Punches. Border War is about to change my life.
No. You skipping, chat.
Yo, how am I skipping?
I don't see him anymore.
You right. He right. I'm wrong. You got it, champ. You got it.
Yo, my man Rolling with the Buños says Border War is about to change my life. We should settle a YouTube topic too, like the op could be for Glovegate. Damn. So Glovegate's still happening around here.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Where that's at? Is this one? He said.
Yo, Mr. 704, shout out to you, lead sniper, chat, snipe team. Great work, TBV fam. What up, Doomatron? Looking emoji, clapping emoji, bullseye. And then I have no idea what those emojis are. Looks like the Pokeball that Ash Ketchum throws. But anyway. Alvaro Ascona. No, just kidding. Maimbe says, este super chat es para el más chingón Dumitran. Yo, shout out to you, Champa Lampa. And Adrian Hernandez says, keep up the great content, TBV. Shout out to you, El Homie. Sarcasm says, it was a heated morning, Ness. LOL. This is sarcastic sarcasm. PBC Fox didn't appreciate you trying to mess with their pay-per-view numbers. LOL. Story build-up. Damn. It was caliente this morning, huh, Ness?
What pay-per-view?
I don't know.
Wilder Fury?
Oh, I thought he meant like something this week.
Somebody will die in that ring.
And you got A. Elaine.
That's Ash.
Oh, snap. Ash.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know until she told me earlier.
Yo,
she got a burner account. Yo, she out here with a burner.
That's the Neo account.
Like, where's Mario at? You doing an interview? You sure?
Man, you just tossed your boo like that. Laughing emoji. Dead man emoji.
They said she uses that account to check Rebecca's sparring footage.
Oh man!
Like befriended her and shit. Like, I'm a trainer. I can show you. Send me all your footage, and I'll tell you what you're doing wrong.
Don't ask me that question.
Yo, and I don't know if you hit the refresh, Ness, but that's where I had stopped.
Where you stop? What number? Who you stopped on?
Ash.
Oh yeah, Ash. Oh, you got the rolling with the punches though,
next
right?
One is
no, that's the next one.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the next one. Rolling with the punches.
Rolling with the punches with the $5 super chat. He says, "Women boxers will knock a dude out. What the f? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean it's possible, right? I mean
I seen it happen. And
Clarissa might might land a punch on one of us on this panel, and we might be night.
Deja Green might sleep one of us, right?
Oh yeah, nah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, should they just hit me with some body shots? I go home and shit. Gotta ice the whole belly. Nah, no bullshit, man.
Yeah. Joshua Lang.
Joshua Lang with the next one says, "Hold the phone, Ness. She's not 100% out yet." We had read that one though.
Yeah. Let me read.
And that was it. No, Coach Myers with the next one says, with a $4.99 super chat, says, "Why only Mario gets Derek James Doomy in his corner? We need to find a legit referee because I need Doomy in my corner also." I don't know emoji, 100 emoji.
Stupendous.
I'll tell you, it's really nice. Like, just for a second, let me just 15 seconds. When you're in the corner, like Doomy is constantly working to refresh you. Like, it's not like we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna stare at you in the eyes for no reason and have a conversation that you're barely gonna remember. Like, he's getting shit done. So even when I was like kind of checked out for a little bit, right? Like, I'm trying to listen, but at the same time my adrenaline's pumping. Like, he's massaging your shoulder or your arms, or he's like loosening up your forearms, which, man, that fucking helped big time. Putting ice on your back, your water, like he feels like he's going to war with you. Like, you fully believe that he's going to war. It's like, wait, this is a tag team match, and then you got to remind yourself, like, nah, he's just a good as hell trainer. But yeah, man, I recommend it if you can. But this
I gotta look after my investment.
Yeah, exactly. Elite.
Nah, man. Every time I go into the corner with a fighter, man, it's a team. It's crazy because we talk about how it isn't a team, but if you really look at the sport and what it really takes, to create a champion, you need that team, man. Ultimately the fighter's the one that steps in the ring, right? We're not gonna say anything different about that, but it takes somebody, and not just somebody. Sometimes at that level of professional, you need a team, bro. That's why Floyd, you got somebody saying you the best at every, you got everybody, all that positive energy, man. It helps so much. So yeah, man, it's important, man, when you go out there with your fighters, guys in the corner, that you're giving clear instructions, then you're bringing your fighter back to life. Because, believe it or not, even at the Border Wars level, and it's regular Joes, with jobs, getting off the couch, maybe want to lose some pounds. Those 2 minutes can last forever when you're tired. When you're dog dead tired,
lying.
Those 2 minutes seem like an endless time clock, man. So. Yeah, you want to be taken care of as a fighter in the corner. And look at the champ over there smiling, 4-0. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. and I mean, man, listen, bro. I trained with you one day, and you picked up quick, man. So I'm waiting for that. That long ass reach you got.
Doomy, funny you should say that, man, because I think I'm gonna have to track you down, man. I'm gonna track you down and get some, gonna get that Shiraz out your head and get some pads in there, and I'm gonna have to get some work.
Listen, just let's schedule it in because I need to lose some weight myself, man. I'm up to 241. I'm not feeling myself right now, man. I need to lose some weight, bro. I need to lose some weight. I've been just taking care of a lot of things and not taking care of myself. I got to get on the ball, man. Yeah, 241, maybe a little more. I don't even know. Maybe I ate a Snicker or two and I went Andy Ruiz on y'all. Shout out to Andy Ruiz too, man.
You carry it well though. Like, it's like you kind of look like you go from a dude who looks like he's a boxer to a dude that looks like he played football for a while. You know what I mean? Like, you carry it well. It's like you telling me that, like, bro, I swear I wouldn't have thought.
And I appreciate that, Marioski, but right now, dog, it's gotten to the point where I can't even carry it well. My shirts is fitting different. My belly's
Oh,
popping
yeah.
out.
I've been there.
I need border wars like you wouldn't even believe. And
Yo,
it's
you
crazy
gotta
because like
make a stance, because if you allow yourself to buy bigger clothes and bigger underwear, you giving in. You have to.
yo,
you have to
I'm out
bite
there.
down.
I'm out there. I genuinely tell you, Ness, I'm out there with my regular clothes, and I'm taking the heat for it because there's people out there that know me, that haven't seen me, and you know they see me with a little ass tight ass shirt on, looking like I bought it one size too small. You know, I'm getting comments. Man, and it's like, nah. I can't let it go on no more. So it's like, you got to remember to, you know, always look at yourself and be honest. Like, are you taking care of your health? And that's one thing I love about this border wars. After all the crap talking, you know, and all the hoorah, it's like, yo, we getting in shape. We getting to live a little longer for our families, for our loved ones. And at the same time, we have some fun, right? So, you know, I need a Border Wars event, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to, again, Jordan, man. I really feel like Facebook was the right move. Like, man, like the shit talking is easier. You know what I'm saying? Because people get tagged or they get notified because they in the group chat. They get a notification, I guess. So, like, it's already, you know, like, I announced that Chino's fight was official with Huang, and, you know, Huang commented like, yeah, it's going to be a pleasure being in the ring with Chino, and then Chino must have got the notification. He's like, yeah, man, let's work, champ, flexing emoji. Then you see Rel in there like, yo, who I'm fighting? Why everybody got to fight me, not me? Meanwhile, he ain't take that smoke him out Jay fight and Mission Impossible all over that shit. Now all he got is LJ Walker.
Shout out to Jordan Baker. That's the Sam Rothstein behind the scenes making things happen. He's in beverages. He's in beverages. He's got everything covered. He counts how many blueberries is in the fucking muffins. Jordan Baker's got it covered. That's my man.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
Nah, he did, man. He even hit me up with some YouTuber called Dean the Great. He's like, yo, try and get this dude on Border Wars. Y'all heard of Dean the Great?
Yeah, he told me about him.
Dean the Great. Who's this guy?
He's a kid that runs down on people and throws them gloves like, yo, fight me and shit.
Get out of here.
I mean, kind of like that, yeah. Like all his titles are like, yo, let me go to his channel, bro. He got a nice amount of people too, 154,000 subscribers.
I know there's a kid out there, little Crocker or something like that.
He said
little Asian kid.
He said public street boxing takeover. He called me out. Crazy knockout. This one took my first L, and this is what happened. Street fighter called out boxer. Boxing random strangers. So, I mean, come on down, man. Let's put you on the card, man. Show us what you got. He killing it too. Look, he said, I sparred an undefeated boxer. This is what happened. He got hella views on that. I'm gonna have to go and let me go ahead and subscribe to your channel there, buddy.
Yo, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know how to use Facebook anymore, and I'm trying to get to the to the page, and I don't know how to find it.
Hey, what happened?
Yo, you got to lower that board, man. You've been on so long. You've been gone so long. You don't know what your shit is like. So loud. Mario, here goes a direct link. JT, are you rocking out or just listening? Here's a direct link.
Thank you.
JT,
is you rocking with me?
So interesting when you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll tell you this, mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Doomy?
What up?
Oh, here.
Yeah, JT, man, good to hear you, brother.
Yeah, hey, Myra, why are you being so nice? Talking about, oh, she could be the A side. Didn't you just win the last Border Wars? Let your girl be the A side and all that, man. Stop being too nice to people. Cause your girl, they're not
You're right, but
coming
the only reason JT was because of the weight.
Yeah, I don't care. She asked to fight you, and she said she was gonna kick. What she say?
Like, fuck it.
That girl said, "I'm gonna kick your ass." She said she was gonna kick your girl ass. She don't gotta be no A side. They coming away from Canada and stuff like that. They ain't coming to talk. They coming to put some hands on you. And your boy that he could beat you clean. So you gotta show Doom. You gotta get him ready, man. You gotta get him ready. You know. So
yeah, they gonna be war ready, man, for sure.
Yeah. What's up? So that was the topic. What it was about Border Wars tonight, or what we talking about? Something else?
Nah, the whole weekend's fights.
Yeah,
Like, all
Colbert, the Pacquiao
Oh,
Spence.
I'm going. Look, I used to like Colbert, but I got the other guy. I don't even know the other guy he fight. I'm going against him. For them comments, since I'm a that Deontay Wilder lover, I guess I'm gonna be biased now. Nah, Colbert go win it. Colbert go win that fight, but I'm waiting to see him in the mix. Because when you hear about his name, you don't hear him with Shakur Stevenson. You don't hear him with Gervonta Davis. I think they fight in different weight classes, but you don't never hear them names come across. So I can't wait till you get in the mix with some big names. I think that Gamboa would have been a good step up fight to get his name out there, but that fight didn't come through. He would have beat Gamboa as well. But no hate on Chris Cole, but he a boxer. He back it up in the ring so he could talk his shit. Anything else though? What other fights coming up?
You got Richardson Hitchens.
I gotta take Crow because I picked Rosario against not Tank. What's his name? I can't think of his name. He lost to Charlo. I can't.
The Russian.
Lubin.
Oh, I thought he said the one that beat Rosario.
Oh, he's talking about Dominican. He's talking about the Dominican.
Oh, yeah, I picked Rosario for that fight. I was right with the other one. I took Lomachenko, and I took what was the other fight, Ness? It was 3 fights.
Tank. It was Lomachenko, Tank, and Rosario.
I took Tank. I said it was gonna be a good fight. I said dude was gonna give him trouble with his reach and height a little bit, and I knew Tank was gonna eventually get him. So I did. I was wrong on it, but I could take. Y'all still give out Crow? I ain't hear that in a while.
Yeah. Usually on Sundays, but here you go.
I forgot to call. I called in a few times already, and I never mentioned that. All right, go ahead. Yeah, go bring it inside. Yeah, but I just coming from the gym with the boys. The boys were sparring today. Like I say, I told you Ness already. I told you one of them going to silver gloves, the other one in advance. But we gonna keep working and stuff like that, So we gonna be in Arkansas June 29th through the 31st. My 95 pounder, he fighting in Arkansas. He he advanced to Missouri, and then after that he become ranked for the little silver gloves tournament. But besides that, I don't got nothing else going on. Just working with the boys, living life out here. I'm loving it out here in Texas and stuff like that.
That's what's up, man. Congrats on the move.
Thank you.
Definitely. Congrats.
But see, besides that, I don't got nothing else, man.
All right, champ. Let's see who's up next. That looks like everybody, fellas.
Jose, look at this guy.
Jose is a boomerango. Jose, is he still there?
Hey, boys, what's going on?
You are a boomerang. Unless you don't want it, I can move on.
No. Can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah, we hear you.
Come on, King Cooper.
So I just wanna agree with what that last caller just said. I don't know who he was. Maybe that's a problem, that I don't know who he is. So whoever that no name was who said that, spoke my name, you know what? You'll be a bigger fan of mine than you ever will be of Mario's, my friend. So follow me, check me out at Canadian Jose, and you'll see the real champion. To my future fan, whoever that was, I'll talk to you later. Take it easy, boys.
Ledio chat.
He likes seeing dead bodies. That's why he's gonna be a bigger fan of yours.
Matt. Why am I saying Matt? Because I'm reading a text that came through. what I meant to say is Mario.
Nah, you definitely call me Matt, but it's all good.
No, but I definitely got a text
No.
from. I mean, you should have gotten a text too. So when
Yeah, I just seen it right now.
So it's all the same person, and it got a Matt in the text. So when it comes through, it says his name. But yo, where's the level of excitement? And y'all never contacted me, so y'all don't want this belt. Y'all don't want this belt I'm offering.
You talking to me?
I mean,
I you know I want to bet. You.
How you feel about Bishop saying it should be?
No, that was Marvin that said that.
No, I think Bishop told me it should either be you and him. Let me see.
Marvin said it should be Bishop and Jose for the title, and then me and Hatzi for a number one contender or eliminator, and the winners fight. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I like Hatzi. But yeah, man, I can't. I mean, that's Jose. Like, I ain't turning down no Jose fight. I would be real disappointed. Not to say that Hatzi's not a great fighter and that he would definitely be a dude that I would, like to match up with at some point. He taller than me though, and he much longer. We got to talk a little bit, and yeah, the dimensions are wrong. But either way, like, I ain't turning down Jose. Come on. That's an opportunity from the ops.
Yo,
Call him op.
Yo, how long has Jose been out the ring? It's been a while, man.
3 years, at least. I mean, man, you know how many border wars? Forget years. How many border wars?
Bro, they were going 15 rounds when he stopped fighting.
He's been gone so much. I just caught that. Yo, he's been gone so long they can't even call him El Loco no more. He's been in the asylum so long he's been corrected already. This guy's gonna come back, and I'm telling you, he's gonna think that he can still do what he did before. He's gonna come into
El Loco's on meds, Doomy. El Loco's on meds. He's sedated.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be sedated when he gets hit with that Mario left hook, unless he's gonna go ahead and just prove us all wrong with his movement. I think that he's gonna be too sluggish for us.
I saw some footage. I don't know if it was, I think Jose caught a butt. I don't know if it was old footage, but during the pandemic last year, I think he was in the ring. I think Jose was sparring, man. So, we say Jose ain't been in the ring. He ain't been in the ring, but Jose, he might not have been on the couch. He might have been doing something. I don't know.
And I saw that rig Jake Paul sparring. No, I'm playing.
He was definitely sparring his wife. So your wife needs to know that he's been taking that they're already working. It was a thing she was already doing. No, but what I'm saying is before they decided to fight, like they was already doing.
They were already working.
They was already doing like couple sparring. Like,
isn't that what she said? The reason why she wanted to take the fight is because she had been sparring with Jose. She's like, I could do it. I think that's what he said. Maybe I'm tripping.
He's tripping. Call you trippy.
Jose wishing.
Who's the main event? You guys got the main event or the co-main event yet, or things are still being downloaded?
For what do you mean? For
the main event?
Yeah.
You talking to the main event? Why he disrespecting you, Mario?
No.
Okay, no, I just
want
to make sure. I just want to make sure it's
champion.
2 times.
He's fighting a lineal champion. What's there to make sure?
Oh, so he's essentially fighting what, like a Tyson Fury? Like,
I mean, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly. You right. You right, champ. You're boxing
He's
knowledge.
fighting the undefeated.
Up here.
He's fighting. He's actually fighting Tyson Fury. He's fighting.
So essentially, we repping Wilder on the Mario.
No, you're
side.
not listening. He's literally fighting Tyson Fury, right? Because like Jose moved up in weight. I mean, he could show you pictures of him being super fat. He's a party animal.
Undefeated.
He's undefeated.
Lineal.
He's lineal and
the foreigner.
He's a foreigner. Damn. Damn, help me more, Mario. Nah,
No, I had already
and the rest is
thought
the
about
controversy.
I've been talking to myself about
The
it.
rest is the controversy. You know, Jose has lots of controversy. Not only does he have controversial wins, he has controversy in his wins with Enrique. You know.
Oh yeah.
What was the controversy there? Was it the
whether or not he checked out mentally?
Oh yeah.
Whether or not he decided,
like I've described him many times, he's a big old dosser.
Yeah, you know, so he's all that. That's why he's a main event, because he's just like Fury. Even off of retirement 3 years, similar to Jose, they still made him a main event. You know, not only in the Wilder fight, but the two before that. So
check the messages from Jose. Oh man, he's funny, dog.
What message?
Oh, you already seen it. My bad. Never mind.
A ver. Oh, look at this guy.
Well, that is everyone except my other boomerangs. Coach Myers, I'm sure I didn't go to you, right? Because you say I mistreat you. Did I give you two?
Nah, you ain't give me.
You know you lying, right? You know I went to you once and you never answered, so you obviously was busy. Then I went to you a second time and you took that call. All right?
Maybe you did that. All right. But damn, you made me lose my goddamn train of thought.
Yeah. You talking about how you gonna be there in Watertown?
Hey, yo, do me. Yo, you can't be in my corner, son. What's going on? You only tied to the panel? You know what I mean? What's going on? Your services ain't available?
Nah, listen. The truth
You
is this,
you
Coach
already
Myers.
know, Champy. I got you.
The truth is this, Coach Myers.
Jubatron got you.
We need to come together as a community, reach out to a ref or someone that can be ref to free do me up.
That would be a dream come true.
So all we got to do is free him up. We got to find a ref. Look, once upon a time, we was going to get Steve Willis, you know? And
I remember.
He
Yeah.
had to do the Chris Colbert fight. He did the Jezreel Corrales fight out there. Whatever fight, he won that belt.
Hey, Ness, real quick. You know your show from this morning went viral, man. You could Google that shit. I tagged you in it on Skype, but yeah, it got you saying mad wild bad quotes about Wilder though.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yo, it got all your bad quotes about Wilder. But it's in the Skype chat, so check it out.
All right.
Yo.
They always gotta go with the bad.
It's like,
Hey, what happened?
¿Qué pasó?
Yo, I'm telling you, Doomy, though, they're gonna be coming for you to be their trainer. When they see what you done with me, they're gonna be like, damn, I could be a pro.
Yeah, we just getting started, Marioski. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This next performance is gonna be talked about, you know, and I just, and it's crazy because I got love for my man Jose Loco, but we gonna put it on that. We gonna put it on that team so bad. He ain't gonna be ready, man. He ain't gonna be ready. Listen, we throwing hooks out here from hell. All right, we making you pay a visit to the Tooth Fairy out here. Shout out to my man Show Kid though, cause he did fight through that, right?
He did.
Like Show Kid's some type of like yo, the heart is unquestionable. You know what I'm saying? Cause the man was like, yo, I got my shit knocked, but I'm still gonna go for the next one.
His trainer told him, "Well, go knock him out." Like, yo, I was like,
and
bro,
honestly,
you did that.
Let me tell you something. I'm the third man in that ring, and being in the corner and not being the referee, you get a different view. It's crazy. It's different perspectives and stuff, right?
Who could we
get? And I was like, I was worried, man, in the beginning. Because Showkit came out of there like a bat out of hell. Like he always does. He comes in to kill. You know what I'm saying? He goes out there and he wants to take you out.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
And for a second he overwhelmed you, man. And it was just that fighting back. This is what I love about the sport, man. When you get to see that, a guy's getting beat on and all of a sudden something comes out of him. something that maybe
exactly
he didn't even know he maybe he didn't even know he had it in himself at that particular moment. Because when you got a guy wailing on you, man, it's hard to get a grip and throw back. And that's exactly what you did, man. You earned that. You earned that victory.
Thank you, man. Bro. Yeah. No, you said it perfectly. That's exactly what happened. You know, it was like telling myself the key checkpoints that we had talked about, right? Not gonna say them here, but you know, the things to remember and being in my state of mind, like we had talked about, right? But then it was like, yo, when he started going after me in that second round, I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm just gonna get my get back. Like it was nothing in my mind except for get back. Like that's it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, go get it back.
Now, Mario, if you learned anything from Jake Paul, don't make no fucking carpets. Don't make no artificial, you know what I'm saying, celebrations. Move on. Focus on Jose. If anything, get you a bottle of syrup and punch that shit and think of Jose.
I heard the Dental Diva sent Mario a set of coasters that look like tooths.
No. Oh my God. That's dope.
The Dental Diva stole battle bars from me. I ain't rocking with the Dental Diva. Forget about it. I'm going to Child Smiles. Forget about it.
I told Mario what to do. He need to put the tooth on a chain like Madonna did.
Bro, that's a look for sure.
Nah, that's the mafia only, man. Can't do that.
Let me play this.
One thing about Mike Tyson, I never looked up to him.
What? Tyson, one of my favorite fighters in the world.
Why
was you never looking up to Mike Tyson? Whoa.
Cause I just feel like it wasn't like nothing. It was the only thing. Like he had that it factor. That's it to me.
Okay, what about his fight game?
No, I don't really. It wasn't really special to me. Like,
Why he wasn't special?
I just feel like he had that it factor.
If
he didn't have power, he would have been a regular old fighter. 100%.
Explain to me.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
Yo, that to me sounds like when dudes go on Twitter to say that Jordan was overrated because they know they're going to get that response.
This guy, man? Kidding me?
Right? I mean, is that how it sounds to you?
That's the youth talking. That's, I mean, you know, or you know, that's a certain type of what do they call it, bravado, where you just like, I don't. But honestly, if he really sat and watched Mike's lateral movement, are you fucking crazy?
There's no way.
Come on, man. Like, if you don't care nothing about what Mike did, Mike was like a fucking pendulum. You like look it up. He's a fucking pendulum. Like here. Yes. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, Chris. That chicken, is you putting something in that chicken?
Something is in that boil for sure.
I'm still gonna eat it. But damn, you talking crazy, Colbert. Come on.
I'm. Is it Uber Eats? Is it open? I'm about to have some prime time.
Yo, y'all making me jealous, man.
Like, what's going on with you, G? Yo, he must have been pressing buttons when he said that. Because if he had, like you just explained it. I mean, come on. I mean, Customado had a few fighters. What was my man's name from back in the day, man? It slips my mind right now. He was a champ too, a heavyweight. It was one of his first fighters. He fought Muhammad Ali, I think, and I think he fought Joe, if I'm not mistaken. Famous for the Gazelle Punch. Chad will probably get it before you guys. You guys looking like you looking.
Yeah, I'm like, you always talking about this fake Gazelle Punch.
Yeah, the Gazelle Punch. Listen,
not Floyd Patterson, right?
Yeah, of course.
Trainer.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of the punch, but I didn't know he was.
Years, I never heard a trainer talk about. Yeah, kid, you gotta see the Gazelle Punch.
No, that was like a thing for him. That was like a thing about him.
Let me tell you something. The Gazelle Punch was just done by my man Tank, all right, Gervonta Davis, when he went over the lead jab, circular over the lead jab into that right hook that knocked down Barrios. He jumped in, a leaping punch. That was the Gazelle Punch, and Floyd Patterson was famous for it. And I say all this to say this. Customado at all those fighters, and you know, Floyd was successful. That was Tyson was his best.
That was his baby.
Exactly. That was his best. That was the one that he gave all the knowledge that he could have given to a fighter that he wanted to build, and he did it to the T.
Well said.
And of course, Mike Tyson took a different turn after Customato passed away. Of course, because in this sport, guess what? If you don't got the right representation and the right team, it's like piranhas out there in the fucking Amazon. They'll chew you right up. And that's what happened to Mike. But you cannot say that the man didn't have skill, bro. That side lateral fucking step, right body shot, left hook.
And with that, he would parry. He would parry and cut the ring off. Like Mike would do some ill things because he knew the taller guys would be coming with the jab. So with that lateral movement, he's coming and he's going to parry some shit you go. Like, Chris, I'm going to help you out. Go back and watch it. You don't even got to, you know what I'm saying, thank me. You can just give me some free chicken.
Yeah, man. Look, I mean, you go back to when he fought Mitch Green. Remember when he fought Mitch Green? Listen, that's when you got to see evil Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wanted to destroy Mitch Green.
I have that on my phone.
He's like coming at him, parrying like you said to me, and laughing at him like, yeah. Come on, man.
Trevor Berbick as well. If you want to watch somebody get mauled, Trevor Berbick. Or if you want to see Mike box, watch him against Razor Ruddock.
Oh, that was a good fight.
That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, yo, Doomy. So it's like that leaping, it's like the leaping hook. It's like the leaping lead hook, but from the power hand.
Yeah, I mean, look, whether you do it with your left or your right, it's a leaping left hook.
Okay. It doesn't matter what hand.
But it's timed well, and it's usually timed over the lead hand.
That's exactly what I'm watching on the Rocky Marciano. It's showing is Gazelle Punch Explained, and that's what it said. I think it was the first or second, like step or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
That's what it said is over the
lead hand, and you got to be explosive, fast, and pretty good at timing and distance to be able to land that punch. You're doing it from a greater distance. You're in the mid range to the outside. You gotta know what you're doing when you do these high level maneuvers, man. And,
of course.
Tank did it beautifully.
Yeah.
Shout out to Barrios though, man. He had the game plan. I ain't gonna lie, but it's my man Tank is just, you gotta respect him. Even if you don't respect his opponents, and you want to talk all the talk you want to talk, you gotta respect the way he's able to move, the way he's able to cut distance, the way he's able to punch.
Yes, sir.
Like, I'm not even sleeping on him. I was kind of sleeping on him. You could probably compare it a little bit to how I used to sleep on Floyd Mayweather. And I was like, oh, look, he's gonna run into a guy that's gonna, trap him, and it never happened. I stopped the hate train right away. I'm like, yo, this guy.
I don't think it's hate though, because you're like a Tito guy. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, it was a style thing. It was a style thing.
Sure.
I get that. I was like, man, the fighter. But I guess, the deeper you run into the sport, the longer you're watching it, you get to really see that there is a sweet science. Like, it's not just something to say. Like, it's really sciences to this game that don't involve, E equals MC squared. They involve, intelligence and time and just all those senses that you normally don't use from day-to-day life. Like, these guys sharpen it until it's sharp as it can be, like a Ginsu, and then when you're in there, you're performing at the highest levels. It's something to admire, man. Call you Silent Killer.
Call me Frozen. Did we ever go to Liz Lowe?
No. I don't. I think we tried.
Nah, we ain't go. Shout out to Liz Lowe.
BoxingWords.com. Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game. This is $1 skill up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what BoxingWords.com.
CBV, what's happening, man?
What up?
Man, everything. Shout out to the whole panel. I mean, Doomy, Mario. You know what I mean? I got a question for you, Ness. Is you gonna go on Fred's show? I know he sent you a little invitation to come on there.
Nah, man. I don't want to keep talking about the same shit. That shit giving me death threats.
No said then, bro. No said.
I already told him that. I'm done talking about that.
Yeah, I dig it. That's a damn shame, man. People love a person that damn much, but Anyway, bro. Well, shit, that's mainly what I called in for. I just want to shout out the panel, shout out to everybody I'm listening. Hey, Border War, Mario, you and your old lady, that's what's up, bro. And Jose, you and your old lady, that's what I'm definitely gonna be the shout out. Everybody who listening, if you can, bring your head to Border War. If you want to jump in the fight, just holler at Nez and them. They'll find you something, man. But y'all keeping it crunk, man. I'm gonna keep on listening to you.
All right.
Are you not entertained?
That is everybody. My Gene Bit Boomerang, though, right? Number 2. You busy still? Going wide. There you go.
What up? Nah, man, just wanted to say good seeing Doomy on the show. Definitely miss him on. And yeah, Colbert all day. I think he's gonna prove he's definitely pound for pound. I'm biased though. He's one of my favorite fighters, but I think maybe this fight or eventually people will see he's definitely gonna be top 5. I think he beats Tank right now. Definitely one of the best fighters in the world. But yo, great show, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Call him champion. Shout out to Mayimbe, man. Yo, Mayimbe's got to make his debut too, man. Yo, Mayimbe, hit me up, Mayimbe, if you close by, man. I need to lose some weight. I need to hold mitts out
And
here.
I'm trying to create a chubby weight division. I'm officially trying to make a title for the
Damn.
chubby weight
Next
division.
hit you up?
I've been getting some
Okay,
rules.
cool.
I just
Yo,
don't know.
I could be part of the chubby weight division right now. 241
Bruh.
solid.
Stop playing. You in the
Skid-
gym for 3 weeks and you cutting like, come on.
Yeah, nah, yo, it's easy for like the first 10 pounds. But then it gets tough.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, like you've done it so long, it's like, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like riding a bike because that kind of makes it sound like diminished a little bit. Like it's definitely harder than riding a bike, but you get into that groove when you've been a fighter all your life, and that's what you
know
do.
what I got to do is that I went to the I've been, I think twice, maybe like 2-3 times. I've been to Park Elite over there in Roselle, but I haven't been there enough, because I've been so busy. And at the same time, the person I used to go work out with was Ness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then my cousin, but my cousin's super busy too. So it's like, it's been kind of like Dolo kind of thing, you know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe I gotta go down to the Ultimate Fitness, man. I gotta go down there. Maybe I gotta get around these pros, man. Get motivated. But I need to get pushed. I know they'll push me over there. Matter of fact, I gotta hit up my coach. Terrific. Yeah.
My Jimba's asking where you at. My Jimba's in Edison, which is not far from you, but far for you.
Tírame loco ahí por el DM, bro. And we link up. I'm over here close by. Edison's like what, 20 minutes? 15 minutes?
Yeah.
That's nothing. That'll be good too, man, because we could link up. I could have my Mayimbe with Coach Myers and we could work together. And since I got you at the same level or about the same level, or who knows, I could, it's always good to have 2 people in the same time as a coach, because I can actually have you guys going back and forth with each other, and I can see your mistakes, and y'all could both build. So, if y'all close by, just hit me up. We make it happen. We just gotta, plan it, because I know everybody got a schedule, but we make it happen, man, so that y'all, get y'all training in or whatever, and perform at your best, yo. You need that constant training though, man. Don't be like these other guys. You go in there, you train like a week out of the whole 8 weeks that you get. And how many weeks we got now? We got more than 8 weeks now. It's like 80 days or something like that. 78 days.
It was 81 last. Was it Wednesday that we did? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was 80. It was 80.
Right? On that day? Yeah.
So, make sure y'all, consistency will help you a lot. Don't complicate things. Yo, how many fights are already signed and sealed right now for this Border Wars 12?
Oh, man.
We got a cash app from Kels, who says, just showing love. Give a counter punch to your choice. Choice. Who need a counter punch? There's not many callers on, man. People going to sleep on us. Let me see what's on over here. Who wants a counterpunch? Who wants a counterpunch?
Hey, Doomy, I'm gonna tell you, man. You're not gonna be leaving me, so I'm gonna run you down because I'm gonna be out of my house. I got some contractor work going on, so I'm gonna need to be out of my house. I'm not gonna be sitting still, so I'm gonna run you down.
Bro, just hit me. Just hit me, man, so we make it happen. We schedule
you gotta schedule. You gotta say hit me so we can schedule. Don't hit me so
yeah,
we can make it
that's
happen.
what I'm saying. Hit me so we can schedule it. We schedule it, we make it happen. Shit, look, can have all of us at the same time. Yeah. You, Mayimbe, and Coach Myers. We do it, and we could have some ill-ass drills. And now we got 3 people. That means one's coming out while 2 are working. The other one comes in fresh. I pull the other one out. Listen, we could do this. Let's get ready, man. Let's get healthy, man. I'm sitting at 241 feeling soft. I ain't liking myself right now.
You know what we did? We started the month off with a fast. We're doing a fast. We started today. Ash is doing 3 days till 4th of July, and that was my plan, but I'm gonna see if I can push it till Monday, even though my parents are supposed to make steaks on 4th of July, but whatever.
And the fast.
I know, right? But that's the thing is, last time I did that, it was really cool because it like jump started everything. I felt like, I don't know, I just felt better. I felt better when coming off of it, you know. And it's weird. It's like your stomach shrinks. Like you don't need as much food when you after a fast. Like you get hungry. I mean, you get full faster.
Well, that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens.
Why?
You know? It's you're not stuffing your face like the usual. You know, it's like nom. You know, you're giving your and it has so many good effects for the body. Fasting is very, very good for you. You know, and obviously for those that are spiritual, if you approach it from that angle too, you get that spiritual benefit. That to me is one of the most important things about fasting. But if you just want to benefit the physical, it helps a lot. You know, your body starts to what does your body start to do once it has no food? It starts to eat at itself. And I know that sounds like it's bad, right, but it's good. You know, you walk around with so much.
It's only bad when you're starving yourself for months or weeks, or like if you have like an eating disorder where you do that, it eventually is going to eat at the muscle. It's going to eat at fresh, healthy tissue, and you're going to get a look that you weren't really going for. Versus
good distinction.
Smart,
Yeah, good distinction because it's a big difference between starving yourself and fasting. Fasting.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
And there's different fasts. You could be on water fast. You could go strictly on nothing. You know,
that's what I want to do at some point. You ever done that?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done it for a long periods of times.
Wow.
We'll leave that for
Untitled.
For Untitled.
JT, you want a counterpunch? Let's give this counterpunch away and wrap this shit up.
Counterpunch.
JT. No? All right. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
Yo, at Mario McGee on Twitter, at Mario McGee on Instagram.
Oh, shit. What's all these super chats? Coach Myers said...
Oh, shit. I didn't see it. You're right.
You said that. And then he said, I'm in Elizabeth, New Jersey next weekend. I'm all for it. So he's all for your meetup.
Yeah, see?
He's all for the meetup.
Coach Myers need to link up, man. I'm right, I'm right in Union County. You know what I'm saying? Right here. I work in Elizabeth. I live in Union County. Come on, man.
And Doomy got a gym in his house, man. He own a whole
I'm about to put you on the chat. We're gonna get on the chat, all of us right now. Mayimbe, shoot me your number, champ, on the DMs, man, so we could get all on the chat, so we could get
New Jersey a new little team since the captain
left,
man.
That's it. You know, Nestor Damas dipped to Florida now. Yo, he don't even say, yo, you should have seen him. You should have seen him, Doug, when we was out there in Wisconsin. We was at the, the bread and breakfast. Shout out to Carrie at the Catherine Hall House. You know what I'm saying? Getting that ill-ass breakfast in the morning. But they asked Ness like, "Yo, so where you from?" Man, I'm from Florida, and I'm saying, he live in Florida, so he rightfully said he from Florida, but he had extra emotion and shit into it. I'm from Florida. I'm not from Jersey. Like he tossed it in there like that. I'm like, man, you always gonna be Jersey.
He's like, I'm from Florida.
I'm from Florida.
Man, you can't do that, Ness. You'll never be able to escape it. You can escape the climate, you can escape the traffic, you can escape the tolls, you can escape the snow, everything. But it's the attitude, it's the demeanor, it's the insight, it's everything. When you go somewhere, nobody don't think you're from Florida, champ.
Yo, like my man Shakur Stevenson said, just a kid from North. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Just a kid from North, champ.
All right, that is it. Peace.
Hold up, Champy. This is Alex Doomsday Linus. Follow me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. This is the Boxing Voice. King Mario, Mr. Nesta Gibbs, and we are out. This is the Boxing Voice. And again, if you guys are just tuning in, if you see the little emojis next to some of the messages on the chat and you want to be a part of that, maybe you want to throw a Tyson Fury emoji out there, or a Wilder emoji, or maybe you just want to just throw all of them out there at the same time. Go to the memberships, become a member. Got 3 tiers on there. Pick the one that's best for you. Cheers.
Peace.